Okay, so we
That sounded ominous.
up to session number 44. What, the music?
Yes.
Well, it was meant to be.
Spooky music.
It was one of those, you're about to fall into a deep end music. Just so you knew beforehand.
No, we already knew that.
Well, I can add in something like,
What, magic music? Oh, ominous wind. Yeah.
voices, mad voices.
Mad voices, ominous wind, and magic whistle. Because we all know what's going to happen. Yep.
I'm sure that will go down well.
Alright, I've got few charm animals.
I'm sure Charm Animal works perfectly fine on those sort of creatures.
Yeah, well, undead are not supposed to make noises like that.
Well, anything that can talk can make a noise. You've seen the mummy, haven't you?
It's probably like a life.
Yeah, but I doubt that we're going to be running into a mummy out here.
Don't
How about a Valley
encourage
instead?
him.
Please keep
Can you
encouraging.
run
Please
into
keep
them?
encouraging the GM.
He's got enough mad ideas on his own.
Just
the
because
worst
you
thing-
doubt you'll find one doesn't mean you did steal something of value at one point. And not only did the people who wanted the stuff show up not get it, there was people who were
but-
being paid to deliver it not be able to deliver it.
Yes,
So both of them are very embarrassed.
What is this?
The ship the plane he
yes,
stole.
but the
before
thing, the
itself.
thing is, the main reason why I did steal it, A, it was fun, but B, the cargo was tainted, so I was saving people's lives by not getting
Was it tainted?
Was
Yes.
it tainted?
I got no way of proving it, but it was tainted.
I'm sure you can say it was tainted as much as you like.
Tainted to by whose standards?
It was tainted all over the side of the mountain when he crashed it and dumped it.
That sounds about right.
I
So-
don't know, but it was tainted. So I was, I was hired to distract them.
It was unsellable at the end.
I'm not sure I want to be in the middle of this. I'm just stepping away.
Hey, at least I didn't summon a Nova in a township.
Who summoned an over in a township?
Well,
Oh, okay.
how are you not surprised by that?
I wasn't surprised.
Was it?
by that.
Sorry, how could you not guess that? I should say.
Well, he does like to do
Because
his
can
talk
do.
to God.
Yeah, but she doesn't
And
have.
because you,
Well, I don't have a
you've
flame
opened
god, and he just
portals.
came through. No, that's my.
you
I'll
blighted
do-
half his soul out of him,
No, that,
who was a her at the time.
okay, that was my god.
You removed his sex.
Exactly.
Now I didn't do it technically. My god did, but okay. That's
Well, you asked your God to do it.
So basically, the
technically, I
patron
didn't
of
ask her to do that, but okay.
Well, you asked her to fix them in your meaning of the word fix.
so the patron of the pirates, that's a sea man, isn't she? The sea, isn't it?
You're not sure. Different pirates have different patrons. Most of them.
All I know is female. She's bloody powerful. And
Most of the pirates use Asterius
So you were
or
hired?
Cimmerac as
What?
their.
You were hired? Sorry.
Most pirates use Asterius or Cimmerac as their patron. He's the patron of thieves and pirates.
I was
He
going,
is-
I was going for the female one. The one who thinks that Sirius is an idiot.
Let's. He
Calcrix
probably wouldn't
is
have
listening
many
to
who
all
would
this
call
and
him an
crawling
idiot.
deeper into her
He's
sleeping bag.
one of the smarter of the gods.
Oh no! It's the one that's I think Cheval's.
One of the ones Cheval was following.
No. It's one that thinks that Cheval's gods.
Oh, there are many of those. When all you do is shine the light out of you, then people do sort of think less of you.
That's bad. At least he hasn't decided. Let's moon somebody. Yes, my ass. It does shine out of my ass.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I'm covering Calcrix's ears right now. She's too young to hear this.
But she's not too young to crispy cook things with lightning.
Okay,
so because
so
she doesn't know better.
before we go on with what's happening in this session, we will go around the table and have people introduce themselves, starting with Calcrix.
Oh,
And
why do I
Ariadne.
always have to go first? I
Because
make
you're
coffee.
ready with your
Because I love you.
Jasmines.
And you pointed. And I was looking at you because I like looking at you. I can, focus all the cameras on you if you like.
Calcrix would like to run and hide right now.
Well, Calcrix loves the limelight. Calcrix is playful.
She's very shy at the moment. She's had a long day.
So you haven't had your coffee yet?
Yeah, that's not coffee.
Totally not coffee.
Not
The
coffee.
XP totally didn't just perk up.
This is Calcrix, the white dragon with the jazz wings. And who is accompanied by Glindelwaffle, Brewmaster, the gnome with the coffee beans.
And soon to add to the menagerie. We've got a
Hopefully.
little more study.
Yes. That is that. Am I supposed to read all of this or?
Eventually.
What do you mean eventually?
We're going to go around the table. And then we can have a,
Okay.
recap
Alright.
of the session. Which you're so good at.
On to Zal.
Okay, so then it is M.
Hello, I'm Zal. I am the cleric wizard, former ranger, and currently shitting our pants because there's a very scary looking person on top of a hill.
A crag, according to this.
Crag, okay.
Yeah.
Someone very scary looking on top of a crag. Well,
Observing us.
Yeah, we're in a valley of blood things can do, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Could be worse.
could be worse.
There's a blood angel though.
Yeah, but that's back at the camp we were at like 2 days
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I've got prestidigitation.
Yeah, we use that.
No blood is sticking on me.
Yeah,
But there was Blood Bowl fights as well.
I did that, and then they decided to have essentially
There
mud-
was?
No, I was just measuring.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sure that'll happen later.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
just
you
bloody
did
mud.
throw some
She
mud.
threw herself in the blood.
Oh yeah, that's right. She threw
And then
some
hugged
in.
people afterwards.
That's what it was.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You hugged Stefan.
Yeah, you did.
Only because Stefan keeps picking on me.
That's it.
We're just quoting you with the no, I didn't. Just Stefan. That doesn't count.
That's because he's now Stefan the Red.
Mdrak doesn't count.
Oh, bird.
Because it's not the Disney
If it
princess.
was a Disney princess, then we would have left her alone.
Don't you feel really hurt by all this?
I'd feel more hurt if it was more my fault. Like, you're all giving me my character's shit, but it wasn't my character's fault, it was your fault.
It wasn't my fault.
No, it was M and
Josh.
Exactly.
So just blame the paladin, because that happens to be all our troubles.
Well, it's funny, it's good. It's just funny it turned out that way.
Going around the table, we have Ross,
Yes, I'm playing
Godfrey.
Godfrey.
who totally didn't steal lots of stuff meant to save people.
Yeah, but it was tainted, so I had to get it away from him.
How do we verify if it was tainted?
We don't.
We don't, that's the reason
How do we
why.
verify who fired you?
Well, the problem is I can't really describe them because
We've
most
got to
gnomes,
fight a case against a wood.
most gnomes look the same to me.
They do
I said
not.
most gnomes. You're not, that gnome's not a
Okay.
happen to be
Alright.
a sky gnome, is it?
No, he's a coffee
He
gnome.
probably knows a few sky names.
Yeah, because there's one next to me called. Well, we call him
Jeffrey.
Or Jeffrey.
He introduced
because,
him.
No, because we don't want to know his real name. Well,
Well,
his
he
name.
didn't give us a real name, so we gave him one.
Yeah, well, no, because with gnomish names they go forever, so it's just keep it short. Yes, the swashbuckling pirate who's currently inland.
Yep. He hasn't swashed or buckled for a while.
And
Or
I haven't,
had any
and I haven't
alcohol.
drawn my sword out in anger for a very long time.
Probably 'cause
And
it's
I'm
not
currently
alcohol.
sober, which is annoying the crap out of me.
So the next time he tries to draw his sword, it might not come. It might be stuck. He forgot to clean the blood off it last time he stuck it in there.
No, he hasn't even tasted blood yet. I bought it at the Landry.
Did you actually pull it out of the sheath there?
Well, I did make sure it worked.
I teased you. Okay, so then we go around to Stefan,
Hello.
who's obviously got a lot to talk about Mdrak.
Definitely. So much to talk about.
In fact, Mark
So happy.
5, isn't it?
Yes, I'm playing Amjak, who is back to being a teenage dwarf.
Who now has a fiery temper.
Mountain Dwarf?
At least
No.
I helped shorten
I
your
was
years
the
of
hillbilly.
teenage angst again.
Or reset them.
And possibly my lifespan.
Has it been easy?
And yes, so it's been an interesting thing so far. Still teenage angsty, still drumming, but you know, see what happens.
So
No more necromancy.
with all the things that's going with him, he should actually become a rock dwarf because he's already insane.
I was a rock dwarf.
He's gone insane quite a few times, I think.
No, you were a mountain dwarf. You weren't a rock dwarf.
Oh, the mad dwarves. The mad dwarves are a bit different.
Oh, the mad dwarves, right? Yes,
Yeah, the ones that the dwarves that are not supposed to have magic, but they do
Yeah,
have
well,
magic.
technically I'm possibly related.
Probably
Maybe.
now with all the different things you've had mixed into you.
And my parents.
Oh, your blood would be worth a fortune.
Yeah, thanks. My parents told me the same thing.
So you guys say that out loud to
This
vampires?
sounds ominous.
No, the vampires would be able to smell it.
That's a nice plot idea. Now I'll keep that one.
Oh.
You're welcome.
We'll just add that to the list.
I thought that was already their ability. They could actually smell the different types of. It's like mosquitoes. So you're only going to be attacked by female vampires.
That's fine.
You want to sing again?
And female werewolf groupies.
Yes, that's it.
No, but that already happened, so.
He did literally, yes. He just hasn't been bitten yet by a vampire. That's on the bucket list, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
getting there.
On top of the other things that you've bucket listed that you didn't even know was on your bucket list.
So what's
but
your next race going to be? Gnome?
Probably an orc.
Really?
Is
No,
that
That would be
is that a
cool.
wish list?
no, it's
Oh,
not.
come on. An orc would be awesome.
No.
I don't think I can be an orc
Why not?
because I wouldn't be.
It
an
wouldn't last very
NPC.
long because most cities would go, yep, you're dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
orcs
oh,
are generally bad people.
Oh.
Mainly
Is it-
because they like to break things.
Yeah.
Sounds very orcist.
It is. They are very orcish.
Mm.
Est.
Orcishiest.
Yeah.
Are there any large creature races that are accepted?
You've got the thing?
Minotaurs?
Well, Goliaths are fairly large, and also are frowned upon in town because they drink and cause mischief.
Is there
Orcs
anything
are
that's
large
not
and very-
frowned on in town?
Yes, people who pay their taxes and don't cause trouble, which is very
So what
rare.
if you were an orc that paid your taxes and didn't cause any trouble?
People wouldn't notice and you wouldn't be noted.
He would be the city's liquor orc.
Yeah, you'd be called human because you're so un-orc. that you're human.
So no one would notice you're an orc and no one will comment on it.
Yes, because you're running around in full plate armour.
So is that like my coffee, not coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. It's not coffee.
Yeah,
See,
what?
because it's empty.
Okay, so would you
So-
like some of mine, not coffee?
Yes, it's got almond milk in it.
I know. It's fantastic.
Yes. Yes, it is. For you. It's fantastic.
Of course it's fantastic for me.
Yes.
You should try some.
No. I'm good. I'm all full.
You're all full.
Absolutely. There's no room for any more liquids of the caffeinated
Unvariety.
milk, dairy-based, non-dairy-based type.
Okay, so we have a couple of people not making tonight, so Sue not available. So Camdo is not going to be waiting the blood spear around anytime soon tonight.
Thank goodness.
Unless that was the thing we needed to defeat this person.
I don't know. But we haven't researched this yet, so
Well-
I'm kind of.
It's kind of hard to research someone they're in front of you.
Yeah.
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 And
at least
then-
it's not going swinging around saying it's raining blood.
Is this where Calcrix puts up a claw and says, "Just a second, we'd like to research you. Could you come back a bit later?"
Yeah, we're just looking for some druids that pass through here a couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
And then you also had
Cheval?
Savel, the fiery paladin, who is currently flaming out somewhere, I'm sure.
He's,
Chasing
he's-
after Camdo.
Well, we left him, the gnome, and Yodriv and Kendra back at the camp, blood-filled soaked camp.
And so you'd basically fought a tree in the middle of a druid grove, killed the tree, looted a burial grave, and thrown power around, found yourself to a ruins where another of the magic seeds, the third in the set that you're looking for, even though there's no one to give it to.
Yeah, but you know what?
Oh, yeah, there is someone to give it to.
Who?
Well, you've
Yodroof wants it.
no, those things are cursed.
What isn't cursed?
Red Dream?
What?
What isn't cursed?
What red rune?
Well, the thing is,
Wow.
if it's got
Yes.
a lot of power,
Mhm.
it's got a good chance that it's
Should
got
we do a clerical
something
check?
else wants it, so therefore it's cursed.
I-
I've only got trinkets.
I'm a little bit
Okay,
doubtful
everyday
of your
common items.
uncle's
goblins
motives.
Ogre strength will probably a little bit.
A
Or,
lot of things
And
like
your
those.
laughter seems to reinforce this.
but I think the magic
Calm.
university that we
Slightly.
currently associated with will probably would love these things.
They probably would.
Then we've also got our patron who probably wouldn't mind having these things. You can get a better growth and use coffee beans.
Quite possibly.
They grow coffee beans?
They grow everything better.
Well, we don't know what happens when you've got all three together.
Oh,
Whereabouts
they
is
made the best quality stuff.
That was loud. Sorry about that.
Was that someone trying to get your attention?
No, it's the phone trying to get his attention.
Yeah, there's a phone trying to get my attention.
Just the pogo.
Just the program. Did you want to do a recap?
But didn't you just do a recap?
Did you want to fill in any gaps I'd missed?
Well, I object to the term looted, since the voice called it Camdo.
No. The thing is,
No.
Camden's the only one who heard it.
She
I don't think
definitely
She
desecrated.
told us though that she heard a voice, and that's what she was heading towards.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah,
Camden.
if you're going that way, I heard a voice that had said, "Go and take that. Go and distract these guards, and I bet you can't steal that ship." And I proved them wrong.
That sounds slightly off topic, but
It's still listening to voices.
It's just some voices you trust, and some are just halflings.
Hey, I tested the security system.
we were looking
bloody good
at
at
a
what I do,
ravine,
stealing
and we saw
stuff.
a house moving among the ruins, and across from that was a crag and a woman observing us.
No. There was an empty crag, and then suddenly a woman appeared, out of nowhere.
You can recap if you'd like. I'm more than happy to pass it your way.
And then we roll for initiative, because...
No,
Okay,
we don't wanna roll.
did you have to say that out loud?
No, we don't
He
wanna
might
roll
have let us roleplay this.
Technically, you can still roleplay an initiative.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the person that we
There you go, roll for initiative.
Oh,
Initiative just means that the sequence of events is important. It doesn't necessarily mean combat.
well,
19.
Let's take.
I'm not doing anything anytime soon. Unless I
Did you
reroll
get-
already.
I don't know how many
Natural
rerolls
20?
we got.
Yeah, see, it worked. I took him out of jail. He's been there for a while. He's a good boy. He rolled a 20.
Yeah,
That's
mine-
22.
What's initiative plus?
Dex.
Dex.
And if you got
21,
alert.
I think.
and if you happen to be a swashbuckler.
And what was Al's wonderful roll? Was it double digits?
No, not even. 6.
6.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything anytime soon. It's
And
great.
your Drew?
26.
It's okay, guys.
I
Just,
can
just
never
let me
get that
die
low.
for like the 5th time this week.
Well,
Or
the
die.
lowest I can get is 11.
What is that? I can't read that from here.
I just realised I could say,
I can't read that either.
hello, we don't mean no,
Well,
no
if you
harm.
really want to
and
read
then-
my dice rolls,
The dice.
Oh, there
2.
we go.
there you go.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you don't feel this bad now?
No,
I can re-roll it if you like.
no thanks.
Unless the person happens to be like an alert assassin or something like that that has
Initiative bonus. Okay, so you do see up on the crags a robed person with a staff staring down at you with the robe billowing in the wind. And as you turn to see who else can see it, you notice that
Cheval and
Camdu
Camdu.
has wandered off. Cheval was never there,
Oh, right.
and Yodrif has somehow shown up with his lawyer.
With the lawyer.
No, I think it was a bailiff or sheriff or whatever.
Lawyer.
It's a
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, but
I
lawyers
wave.
normally don't run around looking, being a bounty hunter.
Oh, he is a lawyer in a fantasy setting.
And he also got compelled to follow you
Okay, so
until you
a
accepted.
hanging judge.
Well, hey, Judge Dredd is a lawyer in a science fiction setting.
I wave. Happy.
He waves at you and says, "Why are we in a blood fog?"
Hey, this is
Judge.
Galantry. This is Galantry,
Or
isn't
the
it? Weird
figure on the
stuff
flag,
happens.
who you stated was a woman.
Yeah, the little gnome says, "Why are we in a blood fog?" And that's his turn.
Oh no, I waved at the woman.
The woman hasn't waved yet.
But I've just.
It's not your turn.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're just sitting there trying to get extra turns while Yodra is
No,
showing up.
no, I didn't realise I couldn't wave.
It's okay. All good. I'm teasing you. I know I'm meaning. I can teach you some more if you like.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. I need to teach you from there. That's a long way to teach you.
Yeah. You finish your coffee. I'm going to go to the bathroom at this stage.
Okay.
Forget about me.
So, raining a fog of blood, that's must definitely be a bad omen of some sort.
You can
And
thank
apparently
Camdu
you've
for
been
that
walking
one.
through a fog of blood. It's not been raining. You've just been walking through a fog of blood.
You can thank Camdu for that one.
And
Yeah,
there's no
we
Camdu here that she's saying you thank Camdu for.
So,
Well,
does,
you can thank Cam.
so has Jeff got prestidigitation as well?
Of course he does. He won't use it on you.
No, I'm using it myself. Because you don't want. Actually, the stuff that I've got is magical, so it doesn't even get stained because I just wanted to look different. Great for that, having that type of thing.
So yes, you spend your turn complaining about the fog and the precipitation.
No, so there's someone up there. Hello.
You call out, "Hello!"
Yep.
Okay. In what language?
I'll do it in common.
Which one?
Yeah, that's what I asked which one.
Oh, that's right.
Is it?
Thaiation
Thaiation,
and
yeah.
Alphati.
Variation.
Okay. The heels ring with your voice.
Yeah.
Okay,
fine with
that's your
that.
turn. Imdrak. You hear Yodriv right beside you come from nowhere and call out, "Hello!" with a big echoey voice.
Okay.
Apparently he wanted you to know he's standing beside you.
Cool. Well done. You've announced yourself the entire valley.
Well, now you can do the drummer on call.
They already know we're there. They're staring.
Drums in the deep. Ting 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 ting.
I
Oh,
guess
someone broke
I
my
will
tinker.
politely bow towards this person
Hey, can you play Calypso?
and ask them their. Introduce myself as Mdrak. And ask.
So this person's probably about at least 1 to 2 miles away, but
Oh.
you can do that if you
I
like.
thought they were.
They're on
Oh,
the
no,
crags
no,
nearby.
no, no.
Right?
We're in the bottom of the valley, and they're up on like the
Oh,
hill.
okay. So I wouldn't have gone
I thought they were
hello
like 20
again.
meters
I would have
away.
gone.
That's
No.
why your voice echoed as you put
Yeah,
your voice
I
on.
thought they were only
Ah.
like 100 meters away.
No,
Yeah, like I thought last game they were like 20 meters away. Okay, I completely
no,
misunderstood.
no.
No.
we entered the valley, saw the like big moving Baba Yaga house,
And the
did-
big house
Okay.
moving is a couple of miles up the valley.
In that case, I would actually just get my spyglass out and look at it. Look at it, and try to identify who this is.
Okay. Give me a perception roll with disadvantage.
Ooh, how the hell did I think I just rolled that.
We can use mine if you want, but
Okay, I think that's all. Doesn't make any difference.
Yep. They're both that good?
Yeah, they're both 11. Okay, so that's a 15.
Okay, so you see a shadow outlined on top of a hill.
oh great.
A
sun's more behind them than in front of them.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking of Peter Pan shadow.
No.
So basically, I'm seeing a silhouette, not a shadow.
The shadow
It's an
sounds
absence
way
of
more
light.
ominous.
Yeah. Oh, okay. In that case, I'll put my way out of the sun because I don't want to look at the sun with my bloody.
Not directly in front of the sun, off to the side of the sun, but still with enough sunlight behind them that you can't see them clearly.
Was it morning we turned up or evening?
Yep, about morning.
About morning.
Yes, morning is snap. Okay, so what is Embrek doing as you see Yodriv pull out his spyglass and go tick 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 over your shoulder?
It's humanoid.
And he says, I can see a silhouette. But he doesn't break into song, so
Yeah,
you're
so-
obviously missing your other time.
We don't have the horses.
I
so
see a
it's too late.
silhouette of a man.
Well, is that the direction we're supposed to be heading in?
Aren't you gonna
We-
go Scalables?
You'd followed Kandu, who's now disappeared.
We saw the house and we're like, ooh, that's not good. And we're about to turn around back to camp.
We saw the
And then we saw this person.
Well, that's good.
You
We'll
must
see.
have had some good eyesight to notice that person.
Well, mainly because they just appeared and we were doing a perception check before we left. Because we're
Yeah.
watching where
Well,
the house
why don't we
was.
just head towards them then and see if they stick around or run? If it's on our way.
Okay.
Well, it's the
Well, you
towards
sort of
the
got to start
house.
going up the side of the mountain to reach them.
That's fine. I'm a mountain dwarf.
You have athletics, don't you?
Like better do.
That's what I'm asking. You do, don't you?
Oh, this is,
Sure.
does this mean I have to drag the dwarf up if he doesn't have athletics?
Can you drag people bigger than you?
I've got the strength for it.
I take 2 steps forward, go nah. And decide we'll go a different
We're gonna
It's
go
like
the long way
Camelot. It's
around.
only a model in the distance.
way.
Crazy place. Don't want to go there anyway.
We're gonna go the long way around the valley to get to this person.
What, sightseeing again?
Are they towards the house or are they like?
So you can see a valley going all the way up like that, with ruins up there and a house moving around the ruins, and up one of the crags all the way up there.
Oh, up the other side. Right.
Up direct, almost above you is the woman. So she can pretty much toss a rock down on top of you.
Yeah, great.
Well, that's rude.
Well, as long
You're
as-
only about 100 feet out from where she is, but she's more than a mile up.
So,
Yeah.
So,
your
no.
tree and Stefan had there too?
They just finished. Andrak went to start going up the side of the crag and went no, and then decided up the back.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and I
This is too
Yep,
cool.
and I said I see a silhouette of maybe a man.
A woman.
I see it.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Okay.
And
And
then go?
then it is Calcrix's go.
And you're the
I
one.
wave
Yep.
You wave.
And you're the
excitedly.
one-
in greeting.
So no thunderbolt.
Hello.
So Caltrix is not doing thunderbolt and lightning.
No.
Okay, so you wave and Jasmine.
I yell up at
everything.
her. Would you like some coffee?
Okay.
That echoes through the.
And that echoes through the valley.
You hear the cracking sound of stone
Oh dear.
and a slight rumble coming from all around the valley.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Avalanche, run!
This
Yeah,
is
no,
where I
that's
wish I had the
fine.
spell
Okay, so-
Expeditious Retreat.
This was
Run
not
away
worth
from
coffee.
the rocks.
Well, that was your turn.
Oh.
You can run. You can start running back away from everything
Oh.
and leave everyone behind to their doom.
Oh.
I don't mind. It's up to you. No pressure at all.
Rolled well.
You did. You got quite a nice voice and quite a good performance guy. Very good volume and bass.
Did I kick you in your sleep or something?
But you can guarantee she heard you.
Well, if you cause them that. So you've now got an innate ability called Sonic Boom.
Apparently
And the-
so.
And the was it the vocal content is I've got coffee.
Coffee.
It's just a friendly cause an avalanche?
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm 5.
I know.
I know. And this is not something your character has experienced before.
No.
You normally fly over these things. And
I
talk down to
normally
people.
what?
You normally fly over things like this instead of yell up at them.
Well, I didn't know flying up was an option.
It would take quite a while to fly up.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, which also means you're out of range of the avalanche.
Or should be true. Okay, so Zal. You see boulders start sliding on the mountainsides around you.
Oh, great.
Is this
Do
a
we-
proper avalanche or just?
You're not sure.
Okay.
I'm sure it will build up. These things always start small.
Do we have an easy escape route where we're not going to get bouldered to death?
Well, you're in a valley. So if you
Yeah.
run backwards, everything's going to come towards you anyway. Give me an insight roll.
Please don't be as bad as your initiative roll.
No, it's actually good.
Okay.
It's like 3 times the.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
More than
It's like
3 times.
More than 3 times. more than 4 times.
Sorry, which one is this? Insight?
Insight.
22.
22. Flying's your best option.
Great. And my other option? Go further into the valley, I guess.
I don't think you can outrun.
I'm not thinking outrun so much as just like not die.
Well, less things would come at you the further in the valley you go.
Yeah.
Depending on where all this stuff is falling.
Where do we see the rocks falling from?
At this stage, you see some sliding from either side of the valley where you are.
Right. Does it look natural?
Rock moving never looks natural to you because it's on the side of a mountain, which aren't natural to you.
Okay, no, that's a fair point.
And the fog behind you is definitely not natural.
No, I know that.
So you got a choice: you run back into the fog of blood.
I'm sure that's perfectly safe.
Oh, it's probably much safer than getting bouldered to death.
Are you on your 8 speed?
Not at the moment. I think the back speak's just like running circles around the party. Very violently painting the.
It's a contact sport, didn't you know?
Is that how Edric gets some of these teenage banks out?
Yeah.
He
Violently.
pulls out his paints and goes, if you don't behave nicely, I'll paint you. What do you mean? Sketchbook. See?
So he's going to paint you like the other French guys.
So we're trying to back out away from the rocks.
What would anyone like to do?
You're running to the.
You do have.
ruins.
You may have spells that can help you. You may not have spells that can help you. You have a bird that can't fly, which doesn't really help you.
No. So that is not what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't think I really have any.
You don't have any wind type spells or shield?
No. Pretty sure I can learn shield at like
Shield won't help you.
level something stupid.
I'm a neurologist, but I don't have a turn at the moment.
I've got fine traps, but I don't think they're traps.
It's a trap!
It's just,
Yeah.
it's all a top.
What are the traps here? The answers seem likely.
Yeah, I'll very quietly tell everyone to try and not echo in the valley, especially Calbricks. I know you get excited, but if we make loud noises, this is all gonna come down on top of us.
I'm nodding vigorously. Because I can't talk, because I'm too scared.
Then the coffee machine starts up.
No! Grindle Waffle's not that silly.
And
I'm pretty sure Grindle Waffle's a lot older than I am.
Possibly.
Yes, he has a high intelligence, but a negative wisdom.
Well, it's unknown for dragon after all.
and I suggest we slowly and quietly make our way out of the valley so we don't get.
Squished.
So, which way was the ruin?
Out the valley.
Well, that's sort of out of the valley if you go up and out.
But we weren't planning on taking on a moving house right now. We found it, went, ooh, that's not good. Because we did the lore of it,
Maybe
and
it's-
everyone who's gone there has died.
Maybe it's looking for its letterbox.
Are you going to be his
could make it
letterbox?
one.
No.
He might open you up and see if he's got mail. Have I got mail? Nope. Okay.
No, we would offer to make it one, not to be it.
How long has the moving house been in this region for again? I think
No one knows.
no one knows. So longer than sort of written history.
Well, people don't talk about when it arrived because no one really knows when it arrived. And history records for the past, only really the prince and a few of his advisors know. Most of the people don't get taught the history of the region. So it could be as little as 1 year or as much as a couple hundred years. No one really knows.
I would presume if I have lore on it from my family, it's been more than at least my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it in the book?
I don't know. 'Cause I
Do you want to spend time getting out and go through the
Yeah, I
book?
was about to say, I don't think we
Book
exactly
remote.
have time for me to study my book right now.
Okay, so.
And yes, I slowly sort of start encouraging the party to quietly back up.
Okay, so as you look up the mountainside, you see the woman has disappeared again,
Great.
and
Does she appear anywhere around us?
not as far as you can see.
Okay.
Doing a hero jump.
Hero landing.
Yep.
Then we really will have an avalanche.
I'm sure she'll pick someone to land on, so it's even more heroic from their perspective.
I know who me.
So I'll roll a d20 and I roll Mdrak. Apparently,
No.
Yes. do
For,
it.
so 1 to 20 is Ember?
I as a player am not against this.
I have a feeling Mdrak might be. As angsty as Mdrak is, I'm pretty sure Mdrak would still like to live.
Yes, but it's still hilarious.
Okay. So Mdrak does suffer from the pick on me because everyone else does thing right now.
Aww, we love Mdrak.
Okay, and up the ruins, you see one of the ruined buildings rise up on about 6 to 8 legs.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
So it's basically something the size. If you've seen Howl's Moving Castle,
Mm.
something bigger than that.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
wow.
And this is different from the moving house that we saw?
No, this is the moving house that you saw. It all wasn't moving before.
Oh.
It was the equivalent of part of it was moving.
That makes a lot more sense than a bloody little house walking around on chicken wings.
Well, it's not the same one from that story. But that story has inspiration.
Yeah, so does Howl's Moving Castle.
And you can hear the grinding sound of rocks breaking, getting louder and louder as it stands up.
Ooh, great.
We start walking slightly faster.
I don't think we can outrun that size of this way.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that there's
But
some life-preserving instincts that
But you
kick
can
in.
outfly it, because I don't think you can fly.
Yeah, Calcris is fine.
Yeah.
The Axbig's probably fine. 'cause
My
it's
my
like
plan
80.
is to take off if it comes too close, but yeah.
Okay.
So, I'll get out.
It's stood up. Has it moved apart from that?
That was its main action standing up.
Okay.
It's most of these things generally take a little bit to get going, but once they get going, they
Yeah.
take a lot to stop.
Yeah. And knowing the history of this thing and how destroyed the current area is.
Well, it's a big chunk of the town getting up and coming towards you.
yeah, great.
Okay, so
Just what we wanted.
Gertrude, with that side, and people saying, "Let's run."
Yeah, I agree with that.
Quietly, relatively quietly.
It's that bad Peter Jackson movie.
So, oh fuck, we're all gonna die.
What was it, Unholy Engines or whatever?
Immortal?
Immortal Engines?
If you
Yes.
like, I could, portray that even more.
No, that's what I'm getting in.
With the things coming flying in. I'm sure she has flying machines that she can send herself.
So we're presuming, yes, now the witch has spotted us coming into her valley, and she's now set her house on us.
Well, the house spotted you. Someone called up for coffee.
Okay. Yep. So the house likes coffee.
You could leave it a cup of coffee and then run.
Hopefully it's not a gambling house because the house always wins.
I'm sure it is a gambling house. Every time someone enters, it's a gamble.
Okay.
Gambling, I'm in. Wait.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm heading.
Wrong week /
We're now heading out of the out of.
You start running the other way. Rapidly. There's been directions and run!
Carefully.
So, step, step, step. So 3 steps. That's careful.
No, I'm just making sure I don't hit any soft patches and things like that.
Well, the moment you get more than 30 feet from...
I can't get to 30 feet.
But you can with a double move.
Okay.
A move as your action and a move as your movement.
So at 30 feet, what? I hit a wall? Or what?
You basically run into the blood fog.
Oh yeah, because you got to be within like 30 feet of me. How far did I get?
Too far.
No, you just turned around and said, "Okay, we need to run."
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually do movement. I
Yeah.
kind of meant to do movement. Oh.
But hey, if you had moved off, you would have left them in the fog and they would have no understanding which way to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yes, I ran off!
No, wait a minute.
So
I probably could have
So
done
basically,
like
everybody's
10
going
feet.
to be acting on the last.
I choose to move with Zal!
I hold my action to move when Zal moves.
And so Zal starts moving off the mountainside with all these people squished up against him. Yeah, I need space to breathe. Okay, squish.
Well, no, the thing is, Zal's tall enough that he can carry you. Wait a second, no, you're really short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
My axe beak is like twice as tall as me.
this can do this, a tall one.
If
Yeah,
you want,
like,
you could probably hop on the axe beak, but
well, I'm not sure it's on you. Actually, no, I think the
You got the airbags here.
No, I think Jeffrey's the shortest. He's the nerd. I think I might be taller than that nerd.
He pulls out his ruler. Ting, 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 let's measure.
Well, yeah. Basically, we have to wait until the cleric ranger gets up to us.
So he measures you, and this marks as halfling height, and then he measures himself, and a line above it says gnome height. You have no idea if it actually measured correctly or not, but that's what
No,
the
no,
is saying.
bias. Well, I'm like 3'2", so yeah,
You've got 3 feet too.
I've got 3 feet as well.
that's why you're bad, Dancel.
2 left feet is always a problem. Whereas 2 right feet is never a problem. You never said anyone say I've got 2 right feet, I can't dance for anything. But as soon as you've got 2 left feet, it's like, oh, you obviously can't dance.
Just go around in circles.
So that's only when you're rolling.
No, rowing I could probably beat the crap out of you because I actually know how to row.
Well, of course, if you use the oar.
Yeah. Yes, I'm proficient with all.
And a grandmaster with 4. What do you mean?
And also fish.
So you're good with the salmon slap.
Multiplied them.
Stefan had said he did want to see a salmon slap.
Thank you. I'm not the only one who's aware of it.
Oh, what?
Salmon slap.
Oh, okay. Alright.
What did you think I said?
I don't think she heard you. I think that's the point.
Oh, okay. Because it was his. Oh, what? I'd love to have known what she thought we said.
Oh, couldn't understand.
That's okay. I'm excited.
Pardon?
I'm excited.
You're excited.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous mood for you to be in.
Yeah, it's because we're all gonna die, so it's very excited
Probably,
about that.
yeah.
There's a reason I have backup characters in here.
And the moment he describes him, he's saying Envac's going to die this session.
Well, plus side, it's not.
And that's
Do you actually hate yourself?
No, every time I come to game, it's the possibility I'm going to die.
Yeah, but then he gets
Just playing the
reincarnated as
game.
something else.
And the amusing thing is that's not by choice. That just happens in any game. Anyone talks about their next character, their current character ends up dying. It's just the dice does that to them.
I don't have another character planned. I only got given one character for my anniversary.
So you went for Christmas then?
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Is that my character's gonna die today roll?
No, this is the I'm going to attempt to run poorly.
Oh, okay.
So it's an athletics of 11.
Well, no, the thing is, you can't really go very far. Unless you want to run into the mist.
I'm just running.
Okay, he's running into the mist.
Okay. So you run off into the mist.
Yep.
Everyone disappears from sight.
That's fine.
And then you remember that someone called this the blood fog. It's getting everywhere.
So is the fog still white or is it now actually red?
Well, it was never white to begin with. You just never had light. It was always this dark, somber sort of looking fog.
I thought it was described as like white at some point. But
Well, when you're shining a lot of light on it, it does look very white, especially when it's reflecting. It's all from the perspective of what you're using.
that is
So
true.
if you shine a yellow light on things, a lot of things look yellowish.
Yeah, like when we saw this yellow glow, thanks to the paladin who now glows like a bloody torch lamp.
All the rose-coloured glasses, everything seems to look rosy.
I haven't seen you wear your orange glasses recently.
They're in my other bag.
For his other character. The one not doomed to play music. Okay, so yes, you Emdrak rushes off ahead of everyone while everyone else seems to wait for Sal to run on. I'm assuming Calcrix waits for Zal. So Calcrix doesn't
I
have to run
stick
to
with the
ball.
group.
As you watch the bard rush off into the mist.
I go in the direction of the bard so we don't lose him in the fog.
Okay, so
No, my turn.
Stefan, while you're running off into the fog, give me a survival roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, just what I like to hear.
Well, you can't really see where you're going, and you have no frame of reference.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not complaining. Yeah, that's nice. That's a natural 2.
Yep.
So, that makes it
2.
4.
Okay.
Mm.
So as you're moving everyone towards our good friend Emdrak, and he rushes out of the fog right towards you.
Oh, okay.
On the plus side, at least I did that.
With this confused look of, but you're behind me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And you find yourself going around a boulder that he ran all the way around and came back to you.
Okay, we proceed to not go around that boulder again and try and actually get out of the valley this
It's a
time.
lot easier to see when you don't have
Nice
fog.
boulder. I like that
You
boulder.
like
No,
that boulder.
you just ran in panic.
It did look like you ran around it 3 times before coming back at you.
It's just very puffy.
Calcrich watches this with amusement.
It is amusing to watch that a dwarf go. Okay, so yes, and as you continue off, you can hear a sigh coming here.
I can't carry a dwarf, can I?
You can. We just get grabbed by the heel.
I offer to
Drag.
to
Drag.
carry
Before or after?
Drag.
I'd rather not be dragged, thanks.
Just grab him by a boot and go
I don't
yank.
want to drag him. I want to save him
Well,
from
you
running
get your
out
teeth and get him by the back of the neck and pick him up like a little puppy.
I do that.
And Jack the kitten.
And trot along.
My hands free?
Yes, and your feet are dragging.
I lift him up as high as I can so he's
So,
not dragging.
and so you should have been laying against the dragon like this as you're being pulled along. Every now and then a wing getting you in the
I
face.
don't want him Drac to get lost in the fog or hit by rocks.
Okay.
So give me a dexterity roll for acrobatics roll for our dragon.
Ooh.
That's good.
Right. So what do I add that to?
Your acrobatics.
Athletics?
If you don't have acrobatics, then it is your
Twenty-
dexterity bonus.
I've got athletics.
That's not the right skill. Acrobatics
that's
is a different
not as
skill.
good. It's 7.
Oh, 17. Okay, so you managed to avoid a lot of the sharp rocks by inches as you're dragging him along. He sort of sees his face just right in front of things. Things are almost hitting him in the face as he's going by. Rocks bouncing past, just bounce right past his head.
Making him more anxious.
Yep.
And so far, the dragon seems to be saving you from yourself. Would you like to resist?
No.
Okay.
Just take
You,
note,
you,
and that's
you,
going to
you
be your
finally
next.
give up and probably like sigh and you're just like,
Well, if I could reach my drums, I'd drum my sign, but I can't right now because I'm kind of being dragged along.
Let me see.
this is also probably a
Technically, your hands are free.
no.
There's some drums in the background
It
for
wouldn't
you.
be good to do drums though, because if my call,
I was gonna say I really hope that's not the thing following us, but okay. So
I think that's the
Ten
thing
drums.
following us.
Now that you mention it.
Could be the thing following you. All the rocks hitting the ravine behind you.
Yeah.
Play some calypso.
So you want many rocks falling behind you.
Yay. Glad we didn't get smushed by that.
And you hear chanting in the wind.
Oh dear.
That's not me. Just so you know.
Do I recognize what it is?
Give me an arcana roll.
I try to move faster.
Seems like that means I'm gonna hit more things in my head.
I rolled enough so that you're not hitting things, you're just almost hitting things.
Even now you're going faster, so you might have to, double check.
Okay.
13.
I said I
13.
tried, so I actually do.
It appears to be some sort of magic spell.
Yeah, great.
So the dragon speeds up its movement and gets to make another.
No, I said I try. I didn't say I actually did move faster.
I'm happy for you to try for a roll.
No, I'm good at my current pace.
But you want to go fast?
I
don't mind going faster.
I really am fine.
What's your full
I'm really
movement? 25?
30.
Oh, 30?
So it goes faster than the dwarf normally does.
Yeah.
The dwarf is speeding along at dragon pace,
Yeah, well, I was just, because mine's 30.
only
so-
hitting feet every second or third step.
Yep.
Hey, what's yours? 25 or 30?
25 on a flat surface.
My axe speak is probably like.
the
60.
speed of re-entry from falling off a hill, falling off a cliff.
You can jump off a cliff a lot faster.
Yeah, I think.
And that sun's
everyone
top at
can.
the M's the bugger. Okay, so you rush further and further down with the sound of rocks and occasionally a big boulder bouncing past you.
Yeah, great.
Oh, wonderful.
Boulder about the size of cushion.
So
That's not good.
But it does have make Endrak feel nostalgic about cushion as it goes rolling past.
I wish Cushion was here.
Do you make a wish?
No.
No.
You sure? I don't mind. Do you make a wish?
No.
You want to roll on that?
No.
Yes, you roll a 1. You've got Cushion's evil brother. He is.
Cushion comes out and smushes you anyway.
Even an angsty teen has their limits.
Cushion's friend, Rock. What do you mean, Rock? Well, Cushion is soft, Rock is hard.
So I'm pretty sure if Cushion actually decided to sit on you, you wouldn't be living long.
No, probably not.
Depends on how heavily it's sat on you.
I
So
mean, like,
that's-
if it really wanted to sit
So
on
that
you.
means that you're between a rock and a soft place.
Fuzzy. Okay, so the further and further you go, the quieter the sounds get behind you.
That's good, that's what we want.
Okay, so
I don't understand why she didn't want coffee.
she might have come for it, but you left.
Because the rocks were falling.
That's because there was someone that woke up her house. Who was sleeping.
Oops.
Or maybe the house likes coffee too.
I imagine a house that we could catch up with us pretty quick though.
Depends. They may not move fast. You don't know
D-
how
d-
fast
just
they move.
depends how quickly it got moving, or whether it just stood up because it does.
Okay.
Right.
Left.
Center.
Okay, so you move into further into the valley, and next thing you know, everything gets deathly quiet again. The usual of this place.
Awesome. Can we make another perception check? See if this lady wizard has decided to unvisible herself again, or whether she's just poofed for good.
Well, we can only see, what was it, 30 feet around us.
Yep.
So,
Everything looks red.
Everything looks red.
Yeah.
Great. Just what we wanted.
And the ground is all nice and squishy red.
Yep.
Camden's been here at some point.
Great.
I really wish we could get to a nicer place.
well, it is, but unfortunately, we're going to have rocks. So we've got a choice of either red mud or rocks.
I don't object to the rocks when they're not trying to roll on top of me.
They're just coming up to meet you. Give you a kiss.
Violently.
But they don't really know this soft touch thing. They don't really feel it unless there's an impact.
Do we have a map of the area or something like that?
Nope.
No. Your characters have not really been here much, explored much.
Zal seems to
And
know
this
where she's
area
going.
isn't officially mapped for the populace. The populace just know there are things out here.
I've just got a bad feeling that the thing that we're after is probably inside that bloody house.
Mm.
Yeah, we pretty much have confirmed it is, and
You did, yes.
And that's probably what's causing it to be animated.
Is there any
Normally
way
they need
to...
to have a
A power source.
power source of some sort.
And you can hear a howling coming from above you.
like
What
a
type
wolf
of howling?
or
Wind or...
Give me a
Nature
perception
roll.
roll.
That's just a crazy gnome on a flying machine.
What did you get?
10.
I'm sure it's a crazy name on a flying machine, whatever your is tickling your fancy.
So...
Those magnificent
11.
gnomes in their flying machine.
You hear your drip beside you start singing.
oh,
I think he's gone a little nuts. Plus, you're not really sure what that sound is. It's just nothing you recognise.
Figured that when...
So does Jeff know?
You haven't asked him. I'm
Yeah.
getting everyone
We
else to
asked
give me
him.
what their perception
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Do you know what that thing is?
What'd you get?
13.
13. Doesn't sound natural. And what did our bardic expert,
19.
19? It sounds like one of those gnomish contraptions flying up there.
Okay.
I ask Grindelwafel. Does Grindelwafel know?
Yeah, Green Wolf says yes, one of those flying machines.
Hey, I was right.
What do you mean a flying machine?
Well, if you ask the lawyer friend there, I'm sure he can summon a ladder.
Can you summon the ladder? I asked Jeffrey.
Says, sure. You want to sign here?
No, thank you.
I know, it's okay. We've got this person over here who always wants to sign something. Thick.
So is that your airship?
Well, it has been following us.
Yeah, but it hasn't been
No, the
following
last
that
time it
close.
wasn't this close.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it picked up the paladin on the way.
You mean Chevelle's up there?
Oh. You're not using that as a fuel source.
Can you use the paladin as a fuel source?
It gives a lot of heat.
So do you when you talk too much. Sign here.
Is that where Camden went?
Could have been. I haven't actually seen Camden. And who's Camden anyway?
Friend?
A friend. Possibly. I'm sure there are many friends aboard.
Yeah, about 3 times your size. Well, my size. Your size. She's huge.
I'm sure she is. I'm sure she signed.
No, she doesn't sign things.
Yes, she does with an axe.
I'm not sure that counts. I prefer pen.
It does to her.
The pen is mightier than the axe.
No, it's
Not
only the
according to
sword.
Cambry.
Hey, I've won more things with this pen than I have with an axe.
That's fair.
Actually, you said those people that had famine and that, correct?
There were people who were supposed to have been saved by the supplies you stole, yes. They're sort of dead now, so I'll make it a bit moot.
Well, they would have been dead if they got the supplies.
No, they'd all been tested. Did you eat them?
No. But after finding out what I was hired to do, I went, yeah.
So who hired you?
And some gnomes.
Some gnomes.
Yeah.
Some gnomes just, makes it a little more suspect. No gnome would hire you for a job like that.
What? The fact that I
Carry
can
on.
is able to sneak in, get past your security system, able to somehow manage to get your airship that's supposed to be unstealable. Sold.
Well, no, they're all stealable. Just that no one in their right mind would steal them.
So what if the
What's
person
up,
was in
Jerry?
their wrong mind?
Then we'd probably call them Yodrev and arrest them.
Yeah, it
It's
looks like
your tree.
looks like I'm the first. Oh shit! No, I don't want to be the first.
You're the example.
No, I just realised that we've got this seed that we no longer really need to. The people who sort of hired us to get them is now have the same problem as those people that require the supplies.
You win some, you lose some, sister.
So we circling around to these ruins and the sea.
What did you want to do? He says, I've got my ship. Did you
Oh,
want to get up on the ship?
can we get up on the ship?
Yeah, just sign this, he says.
I'd rather not sign anything.
Why not?
Because I don't.
It says you agree to the safety instructions. And then that you won't cause any trouble, and any damages you cause to the ship while you're on board, you'll pay for it.
What's the other hidden catches?
Well, there are a lot of hidden catches. Would you like them all explained to you in triplicate?
Yes, please.
Okay, he starts talking to you in Gnomish.
I can understand English.
He's going in quite a lot of detail.
How long does this be? Because if it's going to take more than an hour, this is how long my spell's going to be.
Well, it'll probably take about 3 or 4 weeks.
Why the hell do you do something like that?
Because if you want to explain fully, you've got to explain it properly. And if you want to explain it properly, you've got to understand each of the causes.
before you finish.
I don't need. But besides that,
Really? You don't eat?
no, that's overrated. Coffee's better.
How do you live?
Coffee.
But you need other foods.
You don't have to. I do it for pleasure.
You've got one of the. You're one of those extremist gnomes that actually look at metallic precious wheat type thing, where you actually enhance yourself with artificial means.
No, everything's better with magic.
Are we going to go up to the ruins?
Great, we've got a Terminator gnome.
We weren't planning to.
Where are we going?
That's a very good question.
Because the thing is, where are you going? Because we have to follow you. So you're.
So, are you the one signing this contract then? Apparently you're the leader. You can sign for the party.
What am I signing?
Agreeing to all damages and indemnity for anything you might do while on their vehicle.
That I don't have any problem
Apparently
with.
there's an airship that flies out.
There's a hit. There's the hidden components.
They're all hidden components to every contract. If it doesn't have hidden components, it's not a contract.
I asked Brindle Waffle if I should trust the Holy Man.
It says it depends on what he's offering to do, and the more dangerous it is, the least you should trust him.
I asked him what he's offering to do.
To fly you somewhere.
For payment?
Yeah, I know where that somewhere is.
Well, we do have a stop at a Gnome City plan next. And after that, I'm happy to take you anywhere you want to go as part of the going to the Gnome City first.
What about Yodri?
Well, he gets to go to the Gnome City too.
Does he have to stay there?
That depends on the trial. It will be fair
What trial?
for him stealing ships.
Ships.
Ship and supplies. And the damage you cause in doing so.
Well, we did kind of promise this lawyer dude that we were going to take you there eventually.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
but
signing.
we also know.
Okay, you signed? Okay, so we've got one signature. He rolls it up and that will work for everyone.
Where's your ladder?
He pulls out some sort of clacking noise and just starts clicking it multiple times in sequence. And then you hear this sound coming from above.
How in the world am I going to get my axe beak on this airship?
I can pull it out of the bag.
And then there's this big thump as a ladder unrolls onto the ground next to you.
I'm gonna climb. I'm out of here.
Can I fly up?
You can fly up.
Yeah, but the problem is after 30 feet you're gonna.
I'm
not
guessing
see.
I can't carry the X-Beak though.
So we can pull the XP up on the ladder.
Yeah, you just secure the axe beak at the bottom of the rope, bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, I'll do that and then climb up and then let the axe beak come.
Can you actually tie the rope? He comes undone halfway up. I can fly!
I presume I'm confident enough to tie something up onto a ladder.
Okay, so you tie it up before other people climb up, and the XP is just staring at people.
I'm gonna
I
actually make
fortunately
sure.
don't have this problem because I can fly up.
I'm gonna
And
actually.
then after everyone went up.
So you know, just go up, and I'm looking down, going, I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'll just tell the XP. Use the room. Use the room.
Oh god,
You-
no.
Use the fork.
Will I see anything when I land on the deck?
Yeah, as you come out, you see this huge airship is floating above the fog.
And I land without any problems?
You have no problems landing up on top of it. You have to fly all the way. You have to go the long way around.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So it takes you quite a while to get around it.
As long as I get there safely. I gather the others beat me there.
No, they take a long time to climb up.
Oh, okay. Can I help them on board?
Oh, you can. You can fly down and give them advice. You should fly this way. Yeah, how about that way? You should use your wings.
Is that what it is?
I keep pace with Mdrak and give Mdrak lots of advice.
Right.
With this coffee gnome slurping right beside him.
So, you've seen The Mandalorian
Yep.
with the baby Yoda or the child sipping the soup while the other two are fighting?
And you hear the gnome pipe out every now and then. That is the way.
I have spoken.
You're wearing the wrong t-shirt.
No, this is the law.
Well, that's the guy coming up behind.
Oh.
Let me guess, the brown coat's up there.
Probably. Okay, so you make it all up onto the airship. It is quite spacious. It has room enough for a large creature to walk around.
Woohoo! At least it's a ship. I'm happy. I haven't been on one for a while.
Is there
At least it rocks as well.
below deck area?
Hey, I got my sea legs back.
Doesn't
for
rock
all
that
day,
much at
actually.
all. It's big enough that you don't feel the
I'm
rocking.
gonna ask the lawyer dude if there's a room that I could possibly be on my own for a little bit.
Sure.
But
Would
I
you like the
tell him-
observation deck up on top? Very few people go up there because, well, it can't see much looking up. Unless, of course, there's something attacking you from up, in which case then you're a great scout.
Anything else?
If you scream, we know there's trouble.
Anything else?
There is the bottom one, which looks out down at the fog, and all you see is red everywhere. A sea of red. I'm sure that would be nice and calming. Red is apparently a soothing colour for some people. Not gnomes, but other people probably.
Fine.
I fly around the bottom of the
Well-
observation deck.
Well, you can always go to the bridge.
And as you're sitting there trying to get some peace and quiet, there's this slurping sound coming from below you every now and then.
I'm gonna interrupt my peace and quiet with my own drum set and play some piece in quiet called Heavy Metal Go Away.
You need the
Cal creates this happen.
you need the electric lute.
And as you start playing the drums, you hear music break out all around you.
This is fine.
Apparently, they're all joining in on the heavy metal.
That's fine.
Everyone from Wrench is hitting something.
It's better than.
I'm sure it won't break anything at all.
No, probably actually
That's
make
fine.
it go faster.
Let's see how much damage I do to this ship.
Please don't.
There's no damage to ship.
I'm not. I'm just seeing how well my performance is. Oh shit. Okay.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, 23.
Ooh.
Okay. Everyone is moved by his music. Literally. The ship's moving around a lot.
Except for me, because I'm technically flying at the moment.
You do sort of notice that it's sort of weave and dark and bob, and you're getting your sea legs back as it's shaking and moving and
Yeah, well,
controllably.
so I'm basically standing still and everybody else is go.
Well,
Okay.
Unfortunately, it doesn't move like a wave. So you think you're
More
standing
like
still and then into the wall.
That's
More
the
like
other reason why.
vibration.
It's like, I
Johnny
wish this
Depp-
was a boat.
Yeah, that's the other reason why Johnny Depp looks like he's drunk when he's walking in there because he's got sea legs. So
He's
that's
also
why-
drunk.
Yeah, but when
I was
he's
gonna
not
say,
drunk, he's
could be
still
all the rum.
when he's not drunk, he's still wandering around.
Except for that time when rum was gone. That was a bad day. It was smoky.
Hey, rum elemental.
Yeah, I'm sure he's good to the last drop.
So,
It's gonna say.
And the last drop's gone and he's gone.
So we're heading to this gnomish city?
Yep, it
city
seems to be rising up above the fog, and you can see shapes moving in the fog.
then? What can we see?
But this very big, large, dark cloud seems to be moving towards where you were.
Where we were.
does it happen to be like big enough to be a small town?
Yeah. About that size.
Yeah, the big house thing with the scary witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, you got two of
Might
these
not have been
things.
scary.
Pretty
And you
sure
can-
she's scary.
And you can sort of see little bits of towers sticking out of the fog. The little bannerets.
What are the banners going on?
Blood.
Just
They're
blood.
just blood red dripping.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
As it moves through the fog, it sort of goes up and over the thing, and then it stains everything with blood.
So this is what the second time I'm seeing the fog
Okay.
above the fog.
Yep. Not very often you've done it.
So we can't see anything particular?
No, just a big dark mass.
Yeah.
Are we flying away from it?
Does the hotel have a figure 8 power cable that can lead you? Okay.
I guess we settle in for the ride?
Okay. Someone breaks out some games for you to enjoy yourself with, or books,
Actually,
or
I've got
they
some good
even
news.
have another barista on board.
Ooh,
Um,
we chat with the first time.
Surface Pro power supply
He also does
has a figure
various
8 cable,
cocktails.
so you can use
Ooh,
that.
what sort of cocktails?
Some of it's fishy, some of it's not.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine right now.
Yeah, made from various fish.
I'm sure my ex would be
Yeah.
really interested in
I
that.
thought he was a barista.
He does, and makes cocktails out of fish.
Yeah.
That sounds fishy.
It is. Very fishy.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I
Apparently,
asked him-
his common ice
Okay.
is very a hit with the other gnomes.
Oh, okay. Gnomes like fish
Yep.
cocktails?
Apparently they do.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I
Like-
don't object to fish.
Well, we got fish.
Yeah, fish cocktails.
Woohoo!
I don't object to fish.
Very alcoholic forms of fish.
What?
He mixes drinks made out of fish.
Cocktails. Fish cocktails.
Cool.
Like literal alcoholic fish cocktails.
So,
And apparently the current favourite is cod.
What does my ex speak like?
he likes
all of it.
intestines.
Yep.
But the
All
thing is,
of
it is
them.
also alcoholic.
Sorry.
Oh, it's actually alcoholic?
Yeah.
Oops. Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
alright.
no, we shouldn't give the expert lots of alcohol.
Why? Because
We
And,
learned
and he has
from
and he has the coffee varieties there as well.
he becomes a sleepy.
No. I probably
Ex-speak.
very quickly tell him, do not give my ex speak anything. My XP probably hovers over him the entire time, but that's fine. I just tell him to ignore it. He does that.
Sure. And what happens if he tries to get stuff? Do I slap him?
Yes.
With the fish.
With the fish.
Okay.
Okay, so what?
He slabs it with a fish. You see your XP flat on its back for the first time in a long time. He used a salmon. Apparently he saved it for slapping. And then he puts the salmon back in the water and it swims in a little aquarium by the bar.
The salmon's okay?
Let's see, it's unfamiliar.
Is Yakbeak out cold?
Yakbeak is sort of staring up at the ceiling with that
Dazed look.
twitch. Huh? I smell food. I smell like food. And it seems to be sniffing itself as it goes around.
The salmon of stunning.
Well, what's the stunning salmon?
It was indeed.
It's currently staring at him from the aquarium.
He's probably gonna have fun trying to get that.
What games do they have to play?
They have something called Sign the Contract. There's another one of where it's all about bankrupting your friends. And then there's this other one about where you drink until you pass out and everyone steals your gold.
Did they mention books?
Yes.
What sort of books do they have?
They have these books on law and order, as well as how not to steal a ship.
Okay,
Which is this
so-
very thin little volume that they've penciled together
Just
for
don't.
with Yodri's name on the top. That's sitting on the shelf with the other items. But the other 26 volumes are all about law.
Actually, I'm gonna have a flick through that.
I just...
The opening page is a single page saying, "Please don't steal our ship."
This is too big for one person to handle.
I asked Brenda Waffle if he would like to socialise with other gnomes for a bit. Because he probably hasn't seen other gnomes for a while.
He sort of looks at them and goes, "No, they're a bit fishy for me."
Okay, so we go up to the deck to look at the view then.
He's happy.
It's got me confused. This is an airship.
Yep.
A ship. Is that fish?
He likes his food.
Okay, so
Where does the fish
seafaring
come
no?
from?
We asked him where the fish comes from. He came from a long line of fish. He is a descendant of my grandfather's fish. And his fish before him was my great-great-grandfather's fish. And he starts putting it at this whole
What
hierarchy.
about
Yeah,
all
no,
the
no,
fish
no.
in the fish cocktails?
All those.
Where did they come from?
I call them in from some other place. I have no idea where, and then just prepare them.
Oh.
I'm sure they don't mind.
Unwanted cousins.
You know, these fish have very big families, and so I help in the pool for them. So they've got more room to maneuver.
So do bears.
Bears have big families? So you're trying to say I should be making bear stew as well?
No. Bears also cull the salmon as well.
But they also, are good with very gamey.
No.
No, I thought they are gamey.
They're interesting to hunt, I'm sure.
I feel like Christian would just be in the bar like going.
Give me a perception roll.
Wait, when did they pick up Cushion?
That's what I want to know.
No, this is Cushion's long lost brother.
Well.
Ooh, that's a 6.
And he's called Poof.
Yes, 6.
Poof.
No, you don't notice Christian sitting at the end of the bar having a cocktail.
That's fine.
You just daydreaming.
Yeah, exactly. This does not exist.
This is my happy oh.
It's
And considering the airship was above the tower.
Yeah, it was. That's true. But Cushion was pretty depressed, so I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
Unless they offered to help find his mistress.
Look what we found on the roof of a tower.
Is it Cushion?
Give me a perception roll.
What?
You might not notice.
So there is actually a bear here?
Well, not everyone's looking.
20.
Yeah, you do notice Christian there.
I say hello to Cushion.
Christian looks really sad about having fish, so he's quite happy every time he has fish, and then he's sad because he doesn't have mistress.
I keep feeding Cushion fish.
Okay, so Christian is quite happy to keep eating fish. He does look a bit more cushiony than before.
No, you're going to make him fat.
They're pudgy.
Well, you better get the mistress back then, didn't you?
Well, someone better pray to their god then.
Okay, I'll pray to my god.
Oh, it's just gonna end well.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got a god actually.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
I do?
Everyone's got a god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got, yours is a
Unless you
great
think cast
drake or
magic.
something.
You have
Basically a
The
drake.
great one, which is the god of all dragons. And then there are many other lesser gods of dragons.
Yes.
The great god bring back the mistress?
Quite possible.
Yeah, I've got a.
Give me a
Is she
religion roll.
happy? I don't know that I've got a religion roll.
You do.
You
I
do
don't
now.
have
Everyone-
religion written
Yeah,
on here.
everyone's got religion. But
Then you just add your wisdom modifier to the dice roll.
no, it's intelligence.
But in this case,
I
it's the
don't
wisdom
know
modifier.
that I
Wisdom is good.
should do that.
Well,
Do
it's,
it anyway.
mind you, would scare the crap out of the gnomes. Seeing
Do it
a.
anyway. Scared. Do it anyway.
Natural 20.
I'm gonna use my reroll.
Was it a 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I would've-
Can I use my
I would've-
reroll to counter that reroll?
Yeah, because that would be interesting. What a one is. Yes, you summon up
You can
your.
do that.
It's another one.
No. That looks like a foot. I don't know what it was.
I think that was actually on your 20.
Was it?
Yeah, cool.
That was on your 20. If you picked it up like
I'm
that.
not entirely sure.
Well-
It's okay, because you keep using dice you can't see well.
I'm pretty. I glimpsed the 20 before she picked it up.
It's okay,
so.
from a 1 to a 20 is funny.
Yes.
Okay, so,
You got him on a
Picked it
good
up like
day,
that.
or you had him on a bad
that
day.
is a 20 there.
Okay.
That is
So
a 20, we'll give you the 20.
So-
Okay, so, you
How do you
start...
like being a female dragon?
I was adding to my list.
So,
That's not a problem.
while you're there sitting at the bar feeding, overfeeding
At least you
Cushion,
get polymorph.
yes.
you sort of, I really wish I could get your mistress back was sort of in your mind.
Yes.
And
The necromantic version.
you didn't meet the necromantic version.
Yes, I did.
Not the full necromantic version.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
well, last time the mistress was necromantic.
Well, no.
Christian didn't know
She
that,
she never saw the I'm rotting everything underneath me.
No, I didn't
No,
see
you
that
didn't
one.
see the
No,
full
no,
necromantic
I was elsewhere for that. Yeah.
Okay, so
So just the normal one.
as you're sitting there and blinking at it, next thing you do, you see a really large dragon in front of you.
What sort of dragon?
He has 3 heads.
Ooh.
And he has a grey sort of scales with many colours glinting off it.
We both have very wide eyes. And I say,
Says, hello, little Kelcrix. I see you're finally getting a little religious.
So,
You know, you haven't spoken to me in a long time. It's been many years since you've actually said your prayers.
I'm only 5.
I know, but that's probably about 4 years since the last time you actually gave me a prayer.
What sort of prayers am I supposed to give you? They haven't told me that I should pray.
Well, just,
I don't have a mummy or a daddy.
every dragon has a mummy and a daddy, just that they
I-
don't really have to be around you.
I was stolen, and
So you were part of the stolen generation.
don't you disagree the Aboriginal stories like that?
It was a bad thing.
Alright, it was a bad thing.
Yes.
And so I didn't have anyone to tell me that I needed to pray
yes,
regularly.
being
But I can pray more regularly from now on.
all over by goblins and
What
Yes.
am I supposed to say when I pray?
You just tell me about what you're doing.
Oh, okay. I can do that. I start telling what I'm doing.
Okay.
So does only she see it, or
Oh,
everybody
she
see
can
it?
see it. Well, this happens in a moment in time.
Okay.
So, yes.
the gnomes would have gone.
So you're having this big, long conversation that seems to go for days and days and days. And he's just sitting there.
I've got a lot to tell him.
And he's sitting there drinking coffee with you.
Ooh,
A coffee
really?
that never seems to run out.
Oh, I really like this
And it's
dragon.
nice and sparkly.
I really like this dragon.
You stole that from Doctor Strange.
I'm going to pray to the dragon regularly now because the dragon drinks sparkling coffee. And any dragon that drinks sparkling coffee should be talking.
Well, he's got 3 heads, so of course he has to drink multiple things. So 2 heads can be drinking while he's still talking to you.
That's really good.
And they all talk to you at different, different voices with different tones,
This is
but
really
not all
cool.
at the same time
Oh,
because
okay.
they don't want to talk over each other.
Do they tell me
also,
tales?
They do tell you many times.
Nice.
they could also have different types of coffee. That much.
They can, yes.
What kind of coffee?
Well, he's got a ruby coffee, and he's got a sapphire coffee, and he's got an emerald coffee, and then he's also got this magenta coffee, and then he's got this.
Do they taste
cream-
different?
No, they all taste different.
Cool.
he's got coffees that look like any gemstone you can imagine, including this rainbow coffee.
Halkrix is very happy.
And he has his own little coffee gnome off the side making it.
That's awesome! Now I'm really happy.
He says coffee gnomes are quite useful.
Yes.
His is upgraded like a coffee dwarf.
Oh, coffee gnome.
Dwarfs don't have the temperament.
Yes, dwarves aren't as a perfectionist. They're happy with any sort of coffee.
Yeah, here's your mug.
With caffeine added
No, ale.
to
So
it.
you spend 3 days telling the dragon about
The last 4 years. Pretty much.
Nice.
And so, and he sort of says, so the main reason you called was you're unhappy with your friends.
My friend's depressed because my friend lost his mistress, and I wish I could make my friend happy.
Well, I can make your friend happy, but what sort of happy would you prefer me to make your friend happy with?
I want them to be happy.
You want them to be happy?
Yeah.
I can bring them here and they can be as happy as they like.
Would that mean that they would die?
Well, they're not really in your world anymore, they'd be in my world.
Well, I wouldn't want them to die. They want their mistress back. Not
What
to
happened to
die.
their mistress?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, not properly.
Do you know anyone who knows?
Yes.
Okay.
Zal knows.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so natural one, Zal appears.
Oh no!
And you got this one little dragon that's about your height, turns and looks at you and she's like, think. And then you got this really huge, humongous thing looking down at you and what have you done?
Yes, it's
Zal
the,
didn't do anything.
you remember the size of the airship? That's about the size of the dragon.
And right beside you is a little gnome going, coffee?
I'd probably take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Don't even taste it, it's just, you so, huh?
I was just like,
Yeah, dragon
why
food.
is Calcrix
Actually-
here? Why is there a huge dragon?
I
Tell
tell the
me
huge
what have I
dragon
done?
that Zal's my
Dragon
friend and has been taking care of me since I got no parents.
Mhm.
And then I tell Zal I should have been praying. I didn't know that. I should pray from now.
Oh, if you want to talk
Give
to
me
the dragon.
a
Something
religion roll.
Oh god.
Doesn't have to be too big to recognize who this is.
Where's my religion?
I tell the big dragon that I've been very lonely, but Zal and her party have been making friends with me. and
Even
I'm
with a
not-
12, you recognize the Great One, the ruler of all dragons.
I
Apparently you pissed off a dragon god. The dragon
No,
god.
she didn't do anything wrong.
He's asking her to explain.
Zal's my friend.
That was his nice tone to the people he's asking to explain.
Oh,
If he was unhappy, he'd speak.
okay.
what am I explaining? I may or may not have done a few
The-
things
the
that are
great
questionable.
The dragon wanted to know what happened to Bushin's mistress, and I said I wasn't sure, but that she wasn't around anymore. And we were both sad about that.
You were made my dragon unhappy.
Oh, and okay. This is a bit complicated, and I probably spend like a good 10 hours explaining that story.
So about 50 or so coffees later,
Yeah.
you get to the end of that story, he just sort of sits there and goes,
I also explained
interesting."
about the lawyer and your dream.
No, can't seem to reach the dwarf. It seems to be unreachable right now.
Yeah, that's a bit complicated because I think 5 or 6 different gods have had to say in how he looks, what he
So he might be
is.
overgodded by now.
Maybe.
Maybe,
The
but
gods must be
I think
crazy.
he was a little depressed after the last incident.
Could I just don't want my friend to be depressed anymore because I know what it's like to be depressed and sad.
Okay.
It's not fun.
So I can give you a potion that might fix things.
Does it say drink me? Because he'll drink that.
Sure. He gets out and
Yes.
and puts a draconic rune to drink me on it.
I take the potion because this is the great dragon, and I give effusive thank yous and ask if I can hug his foot.
He grows you up so you can hug him properly.
I give him a proper hug.
He just looks at Zal and says, bye. And you go, "Tink."
So So
Yeah, no, that's fair.
so you're about to become the perfect form. You're going to turn into a dragon.
Okay, so yes, and then the next thing is you're still hugging Cushion right next to you.
Okay. Do I know what to do with the potion that the Great Dragon has given me?
What says drink me?
Oh, I'm supposed to drink it?
No,
No.
you
You got the potion for your friend who was a mistress.
And you asked for him to put drink me on it.
Yes.
So he did.
So I give it to Cushion to drink?
No. You give it
You
to
give it to Emdrak.
I give it to Emdrak.
Yeah,
okay.
Emdrak's supposed to drink it.
I fly down
We'll
to
share it
Emdrak
and
and
see
give
what happens.
Emdrak the bottle.
Someone bangs on your door and the door falls open.
I think he's still in the office.
And he's going do.
I thought he was still on the observation deck.
In the bottom one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I go
so.
down there.
Yeah. He shut himself in there.
And
The doors are flimsy.
I say that I had a long talk with my god, and my god gave me this potion, and this potion will make
This is about 5 minutes
Cushion
after
happy.
you'd last seen him for a laugh.
It's alcoholic.
Do you know Draconic?
No.
It's got this strange rune on the front of it.
I know runes though.
Yeah, you can tell it's
Can I roll
draconic.
cryptology?
You can try to roll cryptology.
Oh, that's cool.
That's 17.
Well, it seems to be some sort of homely sort of rune.
Homely.
Yeah.
homely.
Well, he doesn't understand Draconic, so
Oh, okay.
he gets an impression of.
Do
what
I
it is.
understand draconic runes?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says drink me.
It says
Yeah.
drink me, I tell him.
So which one's drink, which one's me?
The whole rune means drink me.
Okay, what if I separate it? Which is which rune?
It's one rune.
It's one rune.
Oh, it's one rune, is
That
it?
means
oh,
two
okay.
words.
Because you can overlay runes on into mixed runes
Right.
together to make a single
I'll
word.
make a mental note of that draconic rune.
Mhm.
Even though I probably will get it replicated later. Why are you giving this to me?
It'll make
I
you
tell
happy.
him the story again.
Okay, so she starts off on this really long story.
And
While this bottle's saying drink me is right next to you, how long do you wait until you drink it while the dragon's telling you this really long story that seems to go for hours and hours
What's the
and
roll for
hours?
patience?
Emdrak doesn't seem to have much, so that would be
so-
hard.
So that's like a
That would be
a survival roll.
Wisdom.
disadvantage. That's
Oh,
for sure.
oh, we'll say.
Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
He drinks it.
Yeah, it's a fool.
He drinks it.
5.
Okay, so a total of 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the dragon starts going into the speech, you say,
Your hair's caught around the
Yeah, it
end of the
does.
chair. So just so that you
It's-
don't yank
It's
it
like
out.
that
I don't know.
sour babies ad.
Sour babies.
so in the middle of the dragon, they're taking a deep breath to start telling you the long story, which you can tell is going to be a long story. You just pick up the drink and drink it.
Yeah.
What happens?
Nothing that you can see.
Okay. I ask Emdrak if he wants to come up and say hello to Cushion. I want to see if Cushion's happier.
I think I'll stay here and play, thank you.
But Cushion's waiting for you.
You know, you could
You
just
miss
drag it
Cushion.
right.
Yes, I do. I did the drink for you. Can I keep playing now?
You could
After you see Cushion, then you can play for everybody in the room where Cushion is at the bar.
You gonna fix the door?
Let them know.
Do I know how to fix doors?
Yes, I'm sure you can just push it back into place. I'm sure that will work.
I'll try.
There's this crunching sounds that wedges into place. You're now trapped in the observation room with him.
I pull the door back out.
Pink. Okay, door's good.
Push Emdrak through and then put the door back.
I'm not responsible.
Apparently you're being locked out of the observation room by a dragon. The dragon figures out it's on the wrong side, so it pulls the door back down again, climbs through and pulls the door back.
How many times can you do that?
3 apparently.
Good, my drums are in there.
So what? Everybody sees the damaging.
I go back into the observation room, get the drums, and then put the door back.
Okay.
So we either see it or
He
hear
is
it.
crunch, 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 crunch.
But instead of giving the drums directly to Emdrak,
Walk past the curtain.
I see whether or not he'll follow me up to where Cushion is, because I want to see if Cushion's happier yet.
Jeff, that thing that the crazy bard signed.
Yeah.
What was the penalties for damages?
Oh, just whatever it costs to fix.
Okay.
Not death.
So he.
I give Jeffrey some gold and tell him that I accidentally broke his door. And I offer him coffee.
Okay. So you come in carrying a lute.
A lute
Yeah.
rather than drums.
Yeah.
What happened to the drums?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Okay, I'll walk into wherever we are.
Okay, you see a very badly dressed, tall elven female with long flowing hair.
Oh,
Do I
God.
still feel like Ember?
Well, you feel buoyant and happy.
Well, oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Apparently, you've got your jive back.
Yeah.
Your groove back.
Get prepared to be swamped by gnome groupies.
Okay.
Someone gave you your groove back.
Is Cushion happy?
Cushion looks at you. He goes, and he pushes everyone out of the way. You can hear the bar crack as it comes past.
We're not
See,
responsible
that's
for
not
that.
our fault.
Yeah, there's a word on screen somewhere from someone being pushed across by.
The polar
Like
bear
Cushion.
didn't sign anything.
That you know of.
At least you're not the emperor.
I guess I will hug Cushion. Like, what's up? What's up, buddy? What's going on?
Cushion seems to be quite happy that you're back.
I'm happy.
I'm just gonna pat Cushion. Like, what's going on, Cushion? Come on.
He goes, you can't speak with animal.
Sure.
Do you have speak with animal? Because I could just cast it on you.
I do, but I have to.
Ritually cast it, take 10 minutes of Cushion
Yeah.
You
can't
should
see
have
it,
just
listening.
bought the bloody ring.
You can cast it on other people.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Can that ring be used to cast on other people, or it's just yourself?
know, that's why I'm checking the spell itself.
No, speaking with animals is self, so I'm presuming the ring is also self.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah, you do have to cast it on yourself. So yes, it will take you 10 minutes to figure it out. As it's as he's talking at you.
That's fine. I'll tell Cushion to sit. I mean, or give him the command to sit.
The whole room just sort of bounces.
And
He
then
seems to be a lot heavier than you remember.
I'll
There's a lot more fur as well. He's a lot harder to hug.
Because you haven't been rushing him.
Yeah. I'll
And he's
sit
also
for
been
10 minutes.
overeating.
So
That's true.
Imdrak got his groove back. So that's what was the
If I'm still
title.
Ember.
The title for this.
Does everyone else see him and is just kind of like,
Well, it's a very scantily clad elf because Endrak was a lot shorter.
So I'm just gonna you talk with the animal.
And also now a lot thinner, so this really baggy clothing on this really tall elf. So it's this one of those looks of this woman going down the catwalk who doesn't really fit in the clothes, and the clothes are just hanging on there. Just for modesty's sake, just covering just the bare necessities.
I don't know if birds are going to throw it up.
I rifle through my bag, see if I can find a dress that may or may not have kept just in case.
Okay. So
And yes, you were handed some of your former clothing
No, I'm good, thanks.
with a very
Mira.
musical voice.
You're
You
Yeah.
sure about that, my sister?
What?
Your cleavage is showing.
You look down, you're taller. You're thin.
That's hairy.
You've got long hair.
No beard.
Hey!
You've got pointed
Takes
ears.
me about a minute. And then I make the connection because I was previously like this, so this is technically a version of my normal.
So is her
So
hair
how about
fiery
full
as well,
normal?
or is it one as well?
Not fiery.
Okay, that's one good thing.
I will take the dress.
Mm-hmm.
And is talk with animal active?
No, yeah, it has spent 10 minutes to cast it.
Oh, okay.
So by the time they've had all that conversation, probably less than a minute's passed.
Alright. I will interrupt it so I can go
Correct.
sit behind Cushion.
He provides a great screen.
Yes, and change.
There's not much to change, it's just arms up, clothes fall off.
Well, this was anticlimactic.
Well, if you start, well, the thing is, if you start singing, the birds will start dressing you.
I feel like there's like a gnome cat call from around the corner.
Yes.
You've got no
Yeah, no,
groupies.
cushion just goes smush.
I don't think anyone's going to interrupt Cushion right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
They've had a depressed bear up until now.
Now he's a happy dad.
It's a bit of a powerhouse. That.
And technically they told the truth. They said if he comes on the airship, they'll help you find his mistress. His mistress.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the only person who's going to be annoyed is
So I'm gonna then
Paladin.
attempt
Yeah, you
again
look
for
good.
10 minutes to speak with animals.
Yep. And every minute or so, there's this big smooch from Cushion.
Does that interrupt the ritual class?
It does make it harder. It's like,
I really wish you could
Yeah.
cast it on people because I would have just like cast it on you. But it's
you can
so-
cast it on yourself and just listen.
Yeah, I probably do that. After about a minute of watching him do a ritual cast, I'm just like, fuck this. Like,
Okay, so he basically Cushion's doing this, and he really, and basically he sounds drunk.
A drunk version
He's
of
very
I love
drunk
you, I love
there.
you so
He's been
much.
having alcoholic fish the entire time.
Yeah.
I may or may not like halfway through that come up and just do
Yeah, like, friends.
what is it? Lesser restoration to get rid of the alcohol part. So he's a bit better for
That's a restoration.
By the time.
you touch a creature and can
So
either
does
end
that
one
mean you're
disease
still
or one
in
condition
there?
affecting it. The condition oh
I'm
poison
trying
poison.
to work it out.
I'm presuming alcohol's poison.
That's why
Alcohol
I'm
does
going to
fall under
the fridge
poison.
and ask what's going on with the
I think
crickets.
this is why it worked for the axe because the coffee was poison for him.
And so you usually think to go around to a bunch of AA meetings and that's a restoration, that's a restoration. And then you walk into a bar and go, that's a restoration, that's a restoration, that's a restoration. People go, thank you.
How many are you casting? Because it's not a cantrip.
No, well, just one because one.
Yeah, no, but if you go walk into the bar.
Get a one. Dink.
Dink,
Next day.
dink.
That sounds like a quest for you in one of the holy churches. Like, what's our mission tonight, boys? Well, we're going to one of the horrible pubs where they outdrink each other and we're going to cast mass lesser restoration on everyone.
Restorations for everyone. Come on, boys, let's get them.
Now I
Either
just,
that or you just
now
cast
I
it on the
just
one
need
who's
the other
currently
one, which I think
within
is like a level 6 spell. Because it's lesser restoration and then the other
greater
one.
restoration, isn't it?
No, there's another one that gets rid of like a whole bunch of stuff, which is what I need to really cure my axe beak for like good.
Regenerate. Resurrection, that will cure a lot of things.
Remove
not
curse.
resurrection.
We could be in a lot of trouble.
Reincarnate. Bring him back as a lion.
Oh god, that's a terrible
Griffin.
idea.
Ain't
Griffin.
alive. Well, the same.
Unicorn.
I've already had a bad experience with the unicorn.
Yeah, that
slash
unicorn
Pegasus,
was
so
scary.
no.
That unicorn was really scary.
Okay, so yes, by the time you get back to the cast, you finish your spell after all this time. Apparently, he was helping.
Who? Oh, he was helping.
He was trying to help you. And he goes, "So you're not a dream. You are here." And then just continues looking.
Yes, buddy, I am here. What's going on? Why?
You were gone. And someone said that you were this awfully smelling dwarf.
Well, I am.
But you're not. You're not awfully smelling. You're not a dwarf.
Technically, I am.
No, you're an elf. I smell elf. See? This big face in your
Elf.
eyes. see?
Elf.
Just elf. I smell elf.
Elf.
No
Elf.
dwarf.
Elf.
How long have I been this way?
You walked in here just then. I found you.
No,
Gnome
I-
said would find you.
Yeah, I found.
Dragon dragged in harp. Be your harp.
I asked my dragon and my dragon found you.
There, God,
The cushion. You enjoy cuddles, don't you?
Yeah, cuddles. Smush, 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 smush.
Thank you. Do you enjoy cuddles with a dragon?
Sure. Pulls Caprix into the same hug. So you got now pushed up against Calcrix in a hug.
This was not what I
Oh,
intended.
and now you're starting to get cold.
And I also give cuddles.
Yeah, no, the problem is you also give off cold.
Do I?
Cold dragon.
The reason
Ocean's
why
warm.
no, the reason why the bear doesn't care because he's got that all that big fur.
And he likes the cold.
Yeah, but you're cuddling a semi-naked elf.
Got a
No,
dress
no.
now.
Yeah, but it's still semi-naked.
Summer dress.
It's a summer dress.
Summer dress.
So it's a semi-naked elf.
Ah, details.
I don't understand what naked means.
Alright. I'm just
Cushion's
gonna
naked all the time.
ask
He doesn't
Cushion
mind.
to let go once he's done with his hug.
Okay. When done with hug, let go.
Damn it.
5 hours later.
Probably.
Never done. Always happy.
Okay, you've got 10 minutes, buddy.
Great. So you're
That's my limit.
you're the safety elf instead of the safety blanket.
My favorite is elf.
And I'm going to
I
call
love you
George.
and hug you. You're my friend.
Can I roll to see if I pass out?
Okay. Constitution roll.
I think you make that.
I think I do make that. That's a shame. That's a 12.
Okay, so
Oh, no.
you are feeling a little short of breath as he's hugging and squeezing.
Not enough to make it pass out though.
No. I'm just waiting the 10 minutes out.
And 10 minutes easily pass by and you're still there. He doesn't keep track of time.
Okay, that's enough, buddy. You can let go now, please.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, hug! And he hugs you again.
Okay.
So yes, apparently he's very happy now.
Are we still on our way to the Gnome City?
Yep. They
How far
tell-
along are we?
They will tell you, don't worry, you'll get there by the end of the month. Or the next one. Not quite sure yet. Apparently someone broke some of their magic, so it's taking a little while to unravel there.
What do you mean, bro?
Some people were drumming and someone hit one of their devices and damaged it, so we're going to repair that in transit. Oh, don't worry, we'll get there in the end.
I used my drums.
You used to a drum.
Oh, the staff didn't.
They got
Yeah.
caught up in the music. It was so inspiring. Don't worry, you could Disney Princess a song
Is
for
there
it.
anything else we can
I
do?
could, but I'm currently
Can
in.
you make us go faster?
Sure, let me catch my breath after 4 hours, and I'll let you know.
I asked Cushion to stop hugging Amdrak long enough so that Amdrak can make us go faster.
Okay, he stops hugging Indrak and starts hugging Calcrix.
That's fine. I don't mind.
You do hear this creaking noise from Calcrix?
I'm gonna
Luckily, Calcrix's head bends like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my harp if possible.
Yep.
Right, I'm gonna head up to the observation deck.
Yep.
The top one.
Okay.
'Cause they're
And you've got an
both-
audience now. Everyone's coming here to watch.
What, the crow's nest?
Yep.
We're gonna play the
That,
encore.
that everyone avoided previously is now full.
Yep. All the staff have showed up.
I don't
Even the pilot.
Oh no!
We're gonna play the encore and let it go. Sorry, go away. Whatever it is.
No, we're not.
No, I know, apparently.
Did you?
I'm out
Do you
of
want to do a
tune.
root reroll?
Oh, sorry. Harp's untuned.
Apparently, you got a little humped too much by a bear.
Yeah. Took me a bit to get my vocal cords.
I said that they all said, "Oh, okay, we don't mind." Just sitting there counting all these gnomes. You seem to have every gnome in the place is sitting there watching.
Okay. I'm really tempted to get to the bridge.
One of them says driving.
Never mind. I will change my song to get to work.
I thought we were getting a little ghost song there.
Okay.
Let it go. They're sort of singing
While
it
I'm
badly.
distracted, I'm going to the bridge.
Okay, the door's locked.
There we go.
Okay, give me a theory roll.
That's a non-natural 20.
Okay, and you hear this resounding performance upstairs of "Back to work we go." Hi ho, let's go to work.
Hi ho, it's back to work we go.
It's open.
What did you get?
Natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
So
Probably
that's
the name.
all up. That's a 29.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say that's loud and close.
They
Yeah.
are loud and close.
Good.
Sometimes best to check.
Woohoo! Natural 20.
And so, door just slides open.
So they actually got this on any type of stable.
You can see the wheel just spinning.
I'm going.
And there are about 12 stations in here,
Okay,
and they're all empty.
that is so.
And there are buttons everywhere.
No, I'm not going
Nothing
to touch
like
any buttons. I'm basically going to hold the wheel.
I think his friend drove into the carport and hit the car that's in the carport. And now he's kicking the fence in anger.
So,
obviously, he rolled a 1 on his perception.
yeah. See, I can pilot on a 2D plane, not a 3D plane. So I'm just going to keep it as a 2D plane at the moment.
Okay, you stop the wheel, And as you stop the wheel moving, you feel the airship start to roll over.
Okay, there we go.
And it sort of rolls back.
Yeah.
Apparently, and you see all these gnomes coming into the room going, "Who are you? What are you doing here? You trying to steal our ship?"
No, you abandoned your post. Isn't that
They've
classed
taken
as,
chunks out of that fence.
I know
being
this.
That house is
very-
brand new, and they've made it managed
What
to
is
look dilapidated already.
Sure, there's something in the book saying you don't abandon your post.
It's on standby. There was a performance going on. Didn't you know the princess had showed up?
She stowed herself away.
So how many of you are? Oh no, probably the entire crew are huge fans of it.
Well, you've heard the performances, haven't you? They're legendary.
Yes, I'm probably.
She disappeared for like 6 months.
Not carrots.
She, yeah, basically she got fed up of all these groupies and went into hiding. She basically got polymorphed into a dwarf. So
Oh,
she
that's just horrible. We should kill whoever did that.
No, she did it because she was getting fed up with all the.
Oh, that's still horrible. We should kill whoever did that to her.
She did it herself.
Well, we'll kill whatever dwarf it was and make sure that can never happen again. Lock her in form, so she can never change. I'm sure we've got that magic somewhere.
Oh god.
It doesn't matter. She's back now. But before she got fed up of.
So should we freeze her in time so we can, throw her out for performances, so she'll never change? We have the technology. We can do it.
You're scary.
But if people try to take her away from us, then if we just freeze her,
No,
then
trying
they'll
to
be able to
take
take
her. She's back now. Okay.
Okay, she's back permanently.
I hope so, because if we're not, we're going to have one grumpy bear, and we don't want that bear grumpy, do we?
No, that's a really annoying bear. He drank most of our fish.
Yeah, that's weird that you're on an airship, but you love fish, which normally is referring to the sea.
But you like fish?
Yeah, I love fish, but
Fish is an import. It's a luxury item. When you fly above the ocean. Think about it.
actually, you have a large net.
Occasionally.
Do you go low enough that you can just
No,
basically
we buy it from the people who sail.
Ah, okay.
Ginger biscuit? 2 seconds. Thank you. Ginger biscuit?
Unfortunately not gluten-free ginger biscuit. There is a spare ginger biscuit for whoever wants to pounce on it.
Though we have, we do trade birds for fish. Because we catch birds easily. They just fly right into us. Most of them are stupid. But it's the first time we've had an Axbeak on board.
The X-Beak is a friend.
He got fished.
Not tradable.
No, he loves fish.
But
Fish
not
is a
tradable.
luxury to him.
He's a friend. I know a
you
really
think about
big
X-Beak
dragon,
alcoholic
and
fish.
and you're not allowed to hurt a friend.
Yeah.
Well, he told us not to. He told us to stop him with the fish. So every time he gets near the bar, he gets stuck with the fish.
Oh, no, that's fine then.
Yeah, if you want to be really funny in that, it's yeah, he has an aversion to coffee. He goes psycho.
Coffee, alcohol.
Do you not?
No,
give
alcohol's the
the
complete opposite. He goes,
the X-Beak coffee bad?
yeah, he has the same reactions of what happens to the pixies.
Has any days passed since on our trip?
Okay. So there's your tablet.
Yep.
Do you want me to grab them?
Do you know where they are?
Yeah, I'm done.
I've upgraded to a tower of tablets.
By the way, you need to expand your little novel, or actually guidelines.
However long it's been, I make sure I pray to my dragon god every day.
Point out on ways of actually fixing having their lock actually a bit more harder to pick.
I have just
They usually just electrifies nonsense.
tower of tablets today. Okay.
So that makes me no.
Okay, sure. Just put your hand on here, and if it doesn't kill you, you're a no. Captain says just put. He opens up a console with this nice little hand thing.
It ain't a lock.
It's not a lot. He says, "No detector. Guaranteed to kill an unknown."
Don't touch it.
you.
So you're not a gnome then? You
Well,
lied.
No, I'm just saying by theory that if I couldn't pick that lock, then basically he's saying that it's got a protection system that only gnomes can open the door.
Yes, which means that you picked the lock to get in, which meant you're a thief. Or you illegally entered. You entered without the correct key.
But I'm just saying this is how you could fix it.
We normally don't have to fix it because most people aren't silly enough to break into the airship's bridge and do nefarious things.
He wasn't doing any nefarious.
He was trying to play with the steering wheel.
That's nefarious?
Yes, because he could fly us into a mountain or roll us over.
No,
You were starting to
on
roll
any
it off.
ship when you see the wheel spinning like that.
Didn't the pilot leave it unattended and wasn't
Yes.
that dangerous?
Only if he didn't know what you were doing, he said.
He didn't know that. He was
No,
out
as
for
soon as
our
I stopped it and noticed that it's no longer going flat and decided to do that, I went over there.
But we had it perfectly under control. We set it into standby when we went and listened to the performance.
But nobody told him in. He was worried for us.
Well, he's a halfling after all. Halflings have a habit of getting themselves into trouble.
Do they?
Yes. Especially ones by the name of Yodra who steal things.
No.
I don't know anyone called Yodrev. I only know a Yodri.
Is it Yodri or Yodrev?
It's Yodri.
What? There's multiple.
I'm sure there are. Your family is notorious, I'm sure. You come from a family of pirates, don't you?
I got it down as Yodri.
Must have been his father then. His father was a pirate. I'm sure his mother was a pirate too.
It's not his fault.
She's a pirate
What was her name? Yota.
Well, it might be their last name for all we know. Could be a title.
Harry?
Oh, my.
So after many hijinks and performances, 6 weeks pass.
I did a growing list of thank yous for my god.
No, I'm pointing out all the security problems that I've got in here.
What kind of security problems?
The biggest security problem is a halfling on board by the name of Godric. Up until him, they never had any security problems.
Well, I am a master thief or master locksmith.
That sounds like a profession. So that's not nefarious at all.
Well, it depends on what I would do with it.
Breaking into people's private spaces.
He could have been practicing.
You run into many a gnome in the shower.
This is all male crew, isn't it?
Yep. Well, but then again, hard to tell they are gnomes.
Is Grindelwalfle a boy or a girl?
Hard to tell, they are gnomes. Grindelwalfle doesn't care, doesn't seem interested.
Fair enough. So we arrive?
You're
We
right.
need to put in the Pathfinder gnomes. Here you got the cutesy.
So you arrive 6 weeks later, coming into a mountain you see before you, at least a day away from it. It just rises up into the clouds. And it basically looks like a peak rising out of a sea of white.
Is this like normal clouds?
It is normal clouds, and these clouds are so high up normally that they're the ceiling over the Ethengarian steppes.
So it's really windy outside.
And it's also, the air is very thin outside.
We have trouble breathing?
You don't. You're used to flying.
I know, definitely not going outside.
You are very lightheaded, which is part of the reason you crashed the plane in the first place.
Yeah, I understand that now.
The gnomes train for this. You see them every now and
You're
then.
not
having
going to
drills
say
and
it's because they've got the right stuff.
well, that's what they say. We have the right stuff. And some of them play some strange theme music at the same time. No drums at all, but they seem to have a whole solo with string instruments.
What does it sound like?
And as it starts coming into this mountain, you see, you hear the sounds of roar of machines flying by. There are probably about 12 of them come by. They're sort of come by in checking on you and checking the area around you. And they fly a lot faster than the airship.
That's because these are
Do we land
interceptors.
somewhere?
You're flying up to the closer to the mountain peak.
I'm guessing that's like the capital.
It's one of their capitals. It's above the Dwarven lands because the dwarves believe this place doesn't exist, and they will swear that it doesn't exist.
Do you want any?
That's because you think dwarves are.
I guess it is. Oh.
So that's
So
because you
rude
believe
about
that
it?
dwarves are below you
No, we know the dwarves are below us on
physically and what was it? Literally and physically. Yeah.
Philosophically?
This is
Yes, you have to
philosophically,
change your
yeah.
name back.
Yeah.
I just got myself figured out.
I will deny the space exists
Why?
because it doesn't exist.
Because you're not dwarf.
I don't understand.
Is there
I
a
think fine,
geese
it's like
on
it
this
exists.
type of thing that
How come we're
dwarves
human?
cannot see?
Because we're not.
It's just
Where
stupid.
are we?
Somewhere else.
It's
that
against their religion.
Ah,
They share the
Dream
religion with the
realm?
gnomes. It's against their religion as far as they say.
How do you know
don't you
it's a dream?
basically worship
Because
the
it doesn't
same
exist.
deity?
I pinch.
It's something you have to take up with dwarf, the gnomes say.
Did you feel that?
Well, yes, but
Then it mustn't be a dream.
You know dwarves are
Yeah,
beheaded
but-
and kind of do it for concept.
in the first aid.
Yeah.
I pinch you very, very lightly.
That doesn't mean you don't have claws.
Okay. I get Grindelwolf to pinch you.
Can I get this cut fixed first?
There's a polar bear trying to clean it for you.
Fine. Just do what you need to.
Well,
They give you a
you
big
said
hug.
that you posited that we were in a dream, and I posit that we're in reality.
We're higher.
I get slightly angry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, look, you can get blood on me, that's fine. Don't get blood on my polar bear. There's no
Give me
blood
the
on my
performance
polar
roll.
bear. What's
Give
that?
me a performance roll.
There's no blood on the polar bear, though.
That's
The
an
polar
11.
bear doesn't mind the taste of blood.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so a very discordant tune pops out about blood on my polar bear. As you see a bunch of gnomes by the bar dancing.
Shouldn't I be getting back to work?
Well, he broke out in song.
Don't get blood on my bear.
Yeah.
Blood on my
I'm
bear.
adding this to the list of new songs by so far.
Blood on
The
my
new
bear.
metal album, Don't Get Blood on My Polar Bear.
So that's the reason why you disappeared for 6 months. Is you were
The Cushion album.
No.
You could spin this now. I put out a rumor that this horrible dwarf killed me, so I can have time alone to work on my new album.
the White Album.
I call it White House.
Yeah. Have we actually got a retainer? If I can remember correctly, like what was it? Ridiculous amount of gold.
You were.
We were. About technology. And, strange things happening. We have a lot to report to Redrian, but Shovel has the stuff.
No, I should have that back.
You have the stuff?
Okay,
You
so-
reported into Redrian recently?
No.
Because you really need to tell him what's the stuff. You need to tell him that, well, first we better start at the start.
Just like her god, she's never. If we're gonna do this right.
Yep. That the Tabaxi have a lot of technology. In fact, Yeldrew described quite a bit of fancy tech in their place on the
That he
island.
broke into as well.
And
Yeah, I haven't found a lock I can't beat yet.
that's pretty sophisticated stuff. And what else was there? Oh, Ashley just says need to talk to Redrian about everything.
So
there's-
he needs to know about the song Don't Get Blood on My Polar Bear.
and
So remember to sing it, hum a few
Baba,
bars
and
along when you're talking to him.
House and the Mist and the Blood stuff, and
There's the seeds
I'm
of power
sure
that we've
when we
got,
get
which
to
Seeds of power.
the city
The horrible druids.
and we're in a comfortable bar, we can talk to him then. I
Um,
really don't think he'd appreciate being summoned onto an airship of.
you probably prefer the airship than the city. Oh, I prefer the airship than the city.
We're not technically summoning him, we just talk to the staff, I thought.
you just talk through the stuff.
Oh, we talked through the stuff?
Yeah.
I thought we actually like summoned.
No, otherwise I'd
Look,
be
when you
pissed.
tuck him in.
Okay, so it takes most of the final day to actually approach the city. As you can see, it hatch raining to get high enough.
Then you've got the paperwork. Oh, the paperwork.
Should Yodri have been filling out the paperwork on his way there?
Probably.
Yeah, but he probably wouldn't have because it's.
Can I fill out the paperwork for Yodri?
You can.
With Grindelwaffel's help?
Grindelwald will put anything down you want on there for him.
Please don't.
Ask Sol to help me fill out the paperwork.
Does Sal know?
Well,
I'm
Grindelwaffel can translate. So I'm pretty sure she does.
Grindelwald suggests that Yodre admit to all charges and provide a full apology, and that he gets all these things about that he should put on his entry papers.
Yeah, but I would still say
Grindelwaffel
that
likes him, doesn't he?
I found out that the cargo.
He says people who try to lay the blame on others for their own fault are generally treated worse than those who take the blame for things that they have
Take
done.
responsibility.
Yes, if they don't take responsibility for their own actions, then basically they don't have the right to have actions.
I very adultly explained this to Zal.
Well, I don't deny that I stole it.
I'm not filling out.
Actually, you said it was other people's fault.
I'm not
every
filling
time.
out your Drew's paperwork.
No,
They shouldn't have left it.
I'm just saying
they
that-
shouldn't have left it in the.
Yeah, I'm
ship.
saying there's incompetence with that part.
And I'd
But
like to
I'm
go
saying that I've still borrowed the damn thing.
If I
Alright.
get too much
There
I
is-
was,
about
yeah, but the
the
thing is,
I'll
I
praise
was
my
planning
God
on
and complain to
returning
you.
it, but the thing is, I didn't know how difficult it was to fly the
Because
bloody
I'm
thing.
like
That's
fine.
because all known contraptions are difficult to fly.
And I'm bored.
Yeah, but I'm used to watercraft. I assumed it'd be like watercraft.
Their watercrafts are just
Also
difficult to
playing
maneuver.
with me, cool off.
Yeah, that's why I thought it'd be like.
Okay,
I
so
don't think I'd mean it like that, but that might be how it turned out.
so what did you write on there?
I asked Zal what Grindelwaffel should write.
It's about the charges that he's done.
Well, we're here. Yodri's got to face it. Yodri doesn't want to see to fill out the paperwork.
That's because I. By the time I'm able to read it all, my spell's finished, and then I can't understand it, and I have to wait for it.
But I've got Grindelwaffel to help you.
I'm sure Gnome's completely trustworthy.
Grindelwaffel's
Yeah.
trustworthy.
It's the main reason why I also stole it, because no one would trust a halfling saying, "Hey, your cargo's tainted."
Probably would agree with Grindelwaffel and say, yeah, we probably best course of action would be to agree to the charges and ask for a plea or however the system
We
works.
also explained that Yodri thought he was saving lives because he thought that the stuff was tainted.
No,
So I'm not quite sure how he got this knowledge, but that maybe it should be checked out and that Grindelwaffel and Mia will speak up as character references that he's a good halfling swashbuckling.
There is a sort of a chuckle from Grindelwald when you say that. He says, "Are you sure you can lie like that in court?"
Well, I can, because it's
He's
just
not really a good halfling. He's a halfling. He's your friend, but he's not really a good halfling.
you
How do
don't.
you define good?
Ones that don't steal.
He
no.
made a mistake.
No. Good intent.
He
Good,
had-
good intent, not just good. Good intent.
But he's broken into every room on this ship without permission,
Yeah, but I'm
even when
saying,
he's told not to.
Have you?
Yes.
yeah, I'm just saying this is how you fix the thing.
Has anyone explained to Yodri that he shouldn't be doing this?
We've tried. He doesn't listen.
Yes, but I also haven't stolen anything or anything. I'm just saying, yeah.
He keeps trying to tell us how we should do our job better.
He has a lot of good intentions.
Plus
That-
the thing is, I'm
What
bored.
we could promise to do is to take him and all his good intentions far, far away from him.
Well, we have things that can do that too.
But I'd like him to still keep living.
We can do that too. We can make him live forever.
But I'd like him to be with me.
Well, we could put you with him and make you both live forever.
I would like to stay with my party and help my party do my stuff. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's completely different. So we'll leave you and we'll make him live forever.
I need him to help me.
Oh, he does help?
Yes.
Occasionally.
He sort of looks at you quizzically. Are you sure?
Yes.
Occasionally, it's all fun.
Occasionally I can understand, he says. Okay, I think I can spin this.
I've noticed you've now tied your hair up. Is that a part of you taking it on? Do you think
It just means it doesn't get caught.
The other thing is, you could also say he's saying you've seen me never take a life because I actually haven't killed him.
I think we're just going to get Grindelwald to try and spin this the best way we can to try and get you out of trouble.
So he spends most of the 6 weeks writing out the paperwork.
Yeah, fair.
I pay Grindelwald for some extra gold for the extra help.
He's happy. Okay, so when you rock up and finally reach the landing point, Grindelwald was waiting with you with a suitcase of paperwork.
Just because I know I don't have inexhaustible money, I know I had about 3,000 gold, I can look it up. How much would I be minusing realistically from my gold pile to pay Grindelwald?
I'm not sure right now. I have to figure that out later.
Okay, so
That's
I
not
might
great to think of in the middle of running.
I might write a note for us to
So
check
how
up on
much
it
was
later
the-
because I
the bounty?
know it's not an inexhaustible source.
At the moment, the bounty was about 500
500 what?
gold.
What?
So I would have turned myself in for that.
No. I've got 1,000 gold, so what?
Well, they have to return you. And if they don't return you, then the bounty keeps going up.
What's the bounty at the moment?
500.
And do we
No,
get that
no,
because we agreed to bring
No, the thing is, I thought that was actually in the 1,000. Like, I thought that was 500,000, not 500.
You sold a few. You didn't really 500 gold is still a huge amount of to put it on someone.
Yeah, I know.
It's enough to get nearly every bounty hunter in the region to chase you.
So I speak to Aaron Wolfers and I said, does anybody look at the 500 for this guy? Because we technically brought him in.
No, the lawyer.
The lawyer gets it.
Oh,
the Jeff.
He's the one with the bounty.
Yeah,
Alright.
You see him talking to one of the other gnomes up on the platform. He got off early.
So,
Then you can see a really large shiny metal creature walking behind him towards the body.
they're nasty, those things.
What is
So,
So, some sort of golem on the
golem
side?
thing. Yeah, basically it says it's a don't fuck with me thing.
And the golem turns to Yodri and says, "You're coming with me."
Yes.
Do we follow
So, yeah.
that? Or?
This, basically, is this airship part of your family, or you had to hire it?
He says, "Me, yeah, about that. They just went because I said I had a bounty. They were bought. And they got a chance to visit their homeland.
Only?
You obviously don't know history beyond what the water says.
Well, that's why I've got the adventure. So.
Yes, and you didn't read any of the history books on law in the
It's like
the law books were the history books.
yeah, there's a slight
So
problem.
every time every date about the law was also a history point.
Oh, okay.
So you open up, it's like, this law is this, and it was enacted on this date at this location with these details for these reasons.
Yeah, there's only a limited amount that I can read because I only can read
We
first
had-
for an hour per day.
That's not my problem, he says.
And the fact that you're basically your apex, or you basically brief the ideas of what the book's about, takes about over an hour to read.
Then you should be pretty good at least one book.
Yeah.
How many first level spell slots can I spend in a day?
All of them.
get back. He's with a long rest, so basically
And you can expend the first level spell in the second slot, or a third slot, or a fourth slot.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I just
actually,
like,
no,
cause we
no,
had
it's
6
2 hours I
weeks,
could
so
do.
I probably would have tried to read through a lot, if not most of these books as well. That is a Ranger, that's
So
what
basically, I got through your maritime law.
You did. That's good. But do you know how badly you messed up?
What do you know that?
You did.
Yeah, I got caught.
Yeah. I'm sure that will go great on the transcript. She says.
But yeah, I did.
Maybe we ban him from speaking.
Oh no, he gets to be at his own defense.
Read what Grindel Waffle wrote and don't say anything else.
So
It's in Gnomish.
so
It has to be, otherwise I won't get it.
6th level.
Then could
Four,
I
three, and
Yeah,
plead
he's-
to read on?
I
On
can
your
read it,
Drew's
but I
behalf?
can only read it for 2 hours.
So I've got technically 10 slots if that's the only thing I cast all day to read through however many books.
10 hours worth of books is a lot of reading.
This is probably what I did in the Galantry library as well, mind you, so
Yeah.
I'm probably used to it by now.
Well, there's not much to do on the ship.
The-
Because this isn't a luxury cruise.
Well, they did have their board games. The mini ships have board games, and it is designed for large crew.
And they have
Yeah, but it's
fantastic
Gnomish board games. It's like, find the loophole.
That is one of their favourite pastimes.
So yeah, probably maybe like apart from maybe playing with Calgreeks,
What's
So-
the
that?
bear, the outspeak.
You're able to figure out that the Moldavian region used to be part of the Gnomish homeland until the dragons forced them out.
Until the dragons force them out.
They destroyed that homeland.
So do they hold resentments to dragons or?
No.
Oh.
They said, fair call, we built in the wrong spot, we'll move.
Yeah, but then they got to build in the sky, which then
Well, they'd already built in the sky. This was one of their homeland in the Galantry was one of their outposts.
And how long ago was this in terms of
Hundreds of
history?
years.
Oh, hundreds, like.
Long before the humans
Yeah,
entered
well,
that region.
on the great thing going for gnomes, they don't have grudges.
Oh no, they have grudges, but
Yeah, but
they didn't seek permission before entering, and the dragon basically took them to their own court, and they lost against the dragon.
Okay.
When a dragon reads the war to them, it's pretty hard to,
I probably told Calgreeks about some of the dragon history that I learned. When I learned it. Because she'll probably be interested in that. And then she can excitedly tell them.
Because it turns out the dragons taught them more in the first place.
I do excitedly tell my father every night.
So they learnt the ideals of law from the dragons, and then expanded upon it in many ways.
You've got, and also in the library you've got that Water Dizari's smart book that's being written, which has been translated into Gnome.
Well, of course, no, it was originally written in Gnome, they say. How could it be written in any other language? Gnome is the best language after all. And it's got so much nuance that most of the other languages don't have.
So some mentally notes down to learn Gnomish, so it doesn't have to be
Actually-
casting comprehend languages.
Well, comprehend languages only converts towards the things that you understand, so it doesn't actually use
Actually, it
the
was in
correct
6
words.
weeks. I can
So you can never rely on comprehend languages to learn magical command words.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not doing.
Just so you know that there is a few things.
Yeah, I
like
know there's a
Actually,
limitation.
this
Teach
is
her
gonna-
gnome because I know
that.
gnome.
Yeah, you can teach you gnome.
So if this is going to take
Celestial,
6 weeks, we might as well learn Gnome as well.
You can't normally learn while travelling. It's
No,
not
you
the right
can't.
appropriate place to
Oh,
for
but we can
downtime.
probably learn a couple of phrases and things like that.
Phrases, yes, you'd have to make a roll every time you make a phrase, with a chance of offending someone, or saying something completely different.
Hey, I'm a halfling, I'll probably end up offending a gnome somewhere.
There are a lot of ways to do it. Okay, so you you watch Yodru be escorted away by a.
Oh, actually, before I go, I am going to use all my magical items.
Okay.
Apparently, you're being bribed.
You're not being bribed, you're holding on to my...
One of the gnomes, the gnome lawyer, is basically turned to you and said, "Apparently, you're being bribed."
You're not being bribed. You're holding on my. What
Would
did
you
That's
like me
not
to account for all those
bribery.
items? Then he says. He pulls out a book. Have you got any hand across that that we account for reasonable?
But they're friends. He's allowed to give his friends stuff.
But if it's his stuff, shouldn't we account for his stuff first in case he's held for some period of time, and then we give him his stuff back at the end of his time?
Well, his friend.
Otherwise, then you're not around. We're not going to look for you. He has nothing when he leaves.
I'd say we account for it and just
Okay.
do it.
No. The thing is, I've been used to dealing with dwarves, so I'm not sure. You know how that part of the bureaucracy works.
He puts a tag on every item with a number.
That's fair. So do they keep it or do I still keep it?
Oh, you have the items with tags.
Okay.
We just now accounted for every item, and he's got you down as the beneficiary holder.
Awesome. I'll probably start putting
So,
things
and
in.
there's a clause there in case of death, you're the owner. Because
Okay.
he's officially handed it to you.
Nice. Okay.
That's as good as a contract as far as they're concerned.
Well, it's classed as a verbal contract.
I'm pretty sure he's just written it down into an actual contract,
He has,
but
yes.
anyway.
I think you should decide it. As the beneficiary.
Don't I need to sign it?
No, you're the accused.
Sign it, I guess.
But it's the thing, only if he's accused and sentenced to death do you get the ownership of it. Otherwise, you're obliged to return it to him, and then you're obliged to help him.
That's fine. I agree with that.
Yep. So he just, he happily walks off. He's got a contract signed, again. He's had a good day. Every day a contract he signed is a good day for him.
Do you get commission on contracts?
Probably.
No, that's his pastime. He loves doing contracts. He grew up as a contract lawyer. He branched out into bounty hunting, but it just doesn't have the same buzz as getting a contract signed. You should do it more often.
So
it's
do
just like probably
where do
the
we
parchment
stay
and water.
while he's having his trial? Can we watch?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a spectacle, he says.
Okay, so how do we find out about or like, do we go with him or?
Oh no, anyone who goes with him will be going through check-in and probing and
Yeah, no,
sometimes
okay.
shaving depending on what needs to be shaved.
So where do we stay in the
fleeing,
meantime?
and he just goes through his whole list of things that are going to happen to whoever goes with him.
Okay, so in the meantime, where do we stay?
Oh, he's going to be there for about a week and then the trial happens.
Oh, okay.
It takes a week to get through from start to trial.
Cool. So we got some downtime.
Their prison system must be full.
Does that mean I can add 7 days to my downtime for
You can add 7 days.
learning?
Celestial. If you do, then you
Celestial.
can't teach anything in that time.
Oh well.
Because you're learning, not teaching.
That's fine.
Can we do half?
It would be quicker if you want to learn Celestial. Quicker, I'd suggest just.
Isn't it more
Take the week.
important that you learn Gnomish?
No, because I've got comprehend languages. So that's a less
So I
pressing
can make
issue.
it 9 days
Yep.
towards my 14 then?
And you sit there, you've got time booked, ability to talk, less distractions.
Yep.
There's actually books on Celestial around that you can borrow.
Yep, cool.
Because it's not very, you got to have the material to be able to teach someone instead of just speaking to them.
Just for factual sake, I rolled that I had pushing 1,583 times during these 6 weeks.
Okay. And every time you stop, he just keep nudging you again. He's missed it.
Yeah. My arms are killing me, but I'm trying.
So, Cushion has now got panting fur.
Probably.
He can probably go.
Okay, so
It's got the Fabio here.
And,
So Yodri, by the end of the thing, has had 6-7 days of learning Gnomish. Everything's in Gnomish. Everyone's talking you in Gnomish.
Yeah.
You're repeating things in Gnomish.
You should write that down.
Everything's written in Gnomish
Learn the
everywhere.
language in another 7 more days.
Well, everyone who stays with them learns Gnomish. They have to.
Because everything's official in language.
And they explain it to you multiple times in Gnomish. Sometimes they do it in multiple languages just so you understand. Here's what it means in Gnomish. And you know just how painful it is that you probably don't want to go through this again at some point.
Well,
And this is considered one of their while it's an important thing. No one was besides the delivery not being done in home and people dying as a result of that one. You didn't actually intentionally kill someone. You were you didn't intentionally steal their ship.
Yeah, that part. But also was well, I did know that there was some suspicious with the cargo and that, so, which I have no idea who. I was slightly persuaded with a bit of alcohol. But I unfortunately.
They do have some cargo as evidence to provide.
Well, listen, all was burnt. I did not start the fire too.
They recovered some of the contents.
Okay.
Wasn't usable to be passed on because the package was damaged, and they didn't have a vehicle to take it to them in time. But they were able to preserve the item.
Okay.
Because they bagged a lot of evidence, including fingerprints from the gnome, from the halflings and the gnomes and all that sort of stuff.
Is one of these items a goat?
Yep. There was a goat involved.
Explain the goat.
I don't think.
Explain the goat.
What?
What's this about a goat?
His airship or whatever crashed near where my family home was. And in order to get there, I brought along the family goat. Now, the family goat is in higher ranking, according to his father, than Emdrak is, and is a bit of an asshole.
But you're no longer Amdrak, you're Sofa. Yes.
Yes.
So technically you'd be higher ranked than the goat, right?
But different family.
Yeah, technically.
So
So
technically
that's-
you could kick the goat's ass.
Socially, he is higher. Mentally, he's not.
Okay, so
I see some payback in this.
so
You should take advantage.
everyone else has had a really relaxing time. The gnomes are being very hospitable. They have a couple of what seem to be golem-like automations moving around, helping people. The golems happily talk to people as well.
Oh, they're cool. That's cool.
Yes, they don't try to kill you like some some townships.
Didn't that goat end up becoming undead?
Maybe he guessed himself.
This is me giving you a look of grave concern.
Didn't you say it ended up becoming like a vampire or something like that?
My parents.
Well, your parents were vampires, and they did like your goat.
They got along well, so it could be a vampire undead goat. I don't know.
Vampiric
Do you have a
goat will be
vampiric
interesting.
goat?
Well, he's just got the teeth for it.
All I knew when we left that place was behind me this goat chasing me with evil red eyes, you know.
This is officially
And you also had the
Cal
dead sheep.
Crick's going deeper into her sleeping bag because she's a little bit worried now
Don't forget the dead sheep.
about the vampiric goat.
And so one of the things you do learn from the law books you've been going through is that people who break the law enough will find themselves working off their crime as one of their automations.
How does that work?
They put their soul into
Transmorg, I guess.
They basically take their soul and put it
Can
in
he
one of their automations.
work with us to save the world as a golem though?
I didn't
We
know
are
that
trying to
we-
save the world.
Quite possibly. They might say it'd be a lot easier because you won't be able to pick things as well.
Yeah, but what if they put his soul into a golem that only has a dustpan and brush?
We need him to be able to fight big monsters.
He
Otherwise,
can
those
just
big
unsuccessfully.
monsters will come after you. No,
Brush?
like no.
You clean the big bad evil, and he's so thankful.
I
that he doesn't
explain
kill
this in
anyone.
great detail as Calcrix is capable of doing.
You're learning Celestial.
Yeah, this is the brush.
Surely I don't spend the entire 7 days learning Celestial.
No, that is the point of the time is you spend the entire time learning.
But I don't get an hour off for dinner while I can argue with the gnomes.
You can argue with the gnomes, but
But then
That-
you missed dinner.
they sort of look at you with the. But
We need him to stay with the
So-
party.
So is the brush a
Can I make a
finesse weapon?
plea?
probably not. It'd be more of a clumsy weapon.
No plea?
You can play as much as you like. There's what we've got games all about playing.
I play the... No, I've got to learn my language.
Yeah, don't play games with them here. They'll probably ask you to sign before you play.
And you'd probably get very bored very
I
quickly.
still-
And lose all your gold.
You can plead as much. He says, look, plead me if you like.
What about a character reference? Can I give him a character reference?
He says, well, I've got this game all about different characters. You want to reference one of these? He says. He pulls off
No,
all these books off his
but,
shelf.
I mean, can I make a statement in Yodri's defense?
Yes,
on
I
his
would love to
behalf?
play that game.
Okay, well, he goes, sure, I'll play with you. He pulls out this game about banking and commerce. It's about who can make the most money by making the civilization the strongest against other civilizations. So you play as the banker of the civilization you're controlling.
Okay, I'm going to choose the princess because she's the prettiest.
And he chooses
Yes, you are.
he chooses the judge because, well, he makes the laws.
That's fair.
You can be pretty, he's the lawgiver.
I just love Rick's.
And apparently there are about 5 other gnomes all joining in with various other roles.
Okay.
One of them just wants to be the baker because he never gets to make anything. And he loves cooking, but he's just so bad at it. And most of the food they have up here is stale and tasteless.
Fair enough.
Just about everything you eat here is stale and tasteless. Except for the alcohol,
What
that's
about the
fantastic.
fish cocktail guy?
Oh, the fish cocktail is fantastic, just that the food is stale and tasteless.
So we'll probably be trying to mostly eat our trail rations and or getting...
It tastes a lot like your trail rations. Stale
Oh,
and tasteless.
yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright,
The,
well then no point eating our trail
The
rations.
shark
then.
jerky sticks will taste better.
Is there any fresh food anywhere?
You can bunch
Yeah,
of
about 6,000 feet down that
Yeah,
way.
if you fly down the mountain and talk to the dwarves who are very upset about dragons at the moment,
Do I have any fresh food in my pack?
yeah, you got fresh coffee beans.
Yeah,
But
could have
like,
invited
do I
you,
have
but
any
I don't
food?
can.
No, your gnome packed extra coffee instead of food.
But I needed to feed the gnome. I would have packed food for him.
But he likes eating the coffee beans.
The gnome just lives on coffee.
He loves coffee. It's his favourite thing.
But how is his nutrition?
That's the reason
taken care
why
of?
he's a coffee man.
Well, he just says, well, he's just born that way. As he's munching on coffee.
So he's in good health?
He's in great health. He's happy.
You sure?
Until he eats decaf.
He did catch bad to him.
No one's allowed to feed him decaf.
He might actually have to sleep if someone gives him decaf.
Coffee gnome doesn't sleep.
You've never seen him sleep.
I watch him very studiously over
And
the
then you
next
fall
little
asleep.
bit.
He hands you coffee.
Okay. Is there cookies?
He goes and gets you a stale cookie.
Is it ginger?
No, it's chocolate chip.
They're asking me, does he have any ginger ones?
I can go see. He comes back with an orange one. He says he was told it was made from a ginger.
It's orange though?
Yes.
What's it taste like?
Ginger's so.
Tastes happy.
Okay.
I see the Hagues are expanding their
The hay?
Hagues are expanding their franchise.
Hey, the gnomes are opportunists. They're very good at marketing.
Yeah, except
I
they're very
want
bad at
over
importing.
page. I would like you to
Well,
know.
no one imports up here because it's too expensive. You don't fly it up the mountain. This is,
Mind you, I
this
went
is where
over
they build
page
most
for
of
the
their
last
fleet.
one too. So this is not entirely different.
Okay, so the city up here looks massive. Looks like there's probably about 60,000 gnomes here.
I'm heading this gnome city, Yodri's
There
child.
has to be a way of getting something up here that actually brings in taste.
They don't even care about that.
Spices?
They go elsewhere.
Just make it all curry. Curry tastes pretty good, right?
And besides, they make it to last. So that nearly everything here is well salted.
Is that because of the altitude or?
No, that's just their way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'll die as bloody scurvy up
Okay, so by the time a week has passed, you make it to the actual trial. There is almost like a whole play beforehand.
Does Sofa Star? As
Sure.
as the main
One-
play?
Sure, so Sophie gets to
So-
join in on the play.
here. So what? This is supposed to be a reenactment.
We'll find out. Give me a performance roll.
Okay, I'm gonna do my new song "Murder in the Courtroom."
What? I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Is that murder in the courtroom as opposed to murder on the dance
So
floor?
I do like it, so you can have advantage on the roll.
I don't need advantage.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that makes it 25.
Okay, so the new hit single "Murder on the Dance Floor," starring Yodri and the stealing of the plane. So you basically sing all the bad things he's done,
This is fine.
and you're hearing this and seeing a performance of them doing miming of a plane taking off and smacking into a mountain. Especially and then there's the group of the halflings go sneak.
There was only one.
And basically it's a clan called Yodri.
Yeah, but Surf has now embellished it, so you're welcome.
Well, no, actually, because one of my traits is where is it? Where is the damn thing
Don't worry, even if you get off scot-free, everyone's gonna know about this now.
I think it's bad reputation.
So you're the clan Yodri now.
Your new album is coming along swimmingly.
It infuses dwarven feel with elven rock.
And then they talk about how
Yes, it's the picture is bad reputation. Where you are. Basically, you've just improved this anything by tenfold due to my reputation.
and they do talk about all the deaths and stuff that are responsible for attributing every natural disaster in the region over the last 10 years.
Okay.
What the?
It was a great embellishment. You rolled well.
People remember good songs, not true songs.
But it was like it went on for something like 20 stanzas, and every stanza was a different clan.
Cool. So now you made it that, yes, when you're in a civilized settlement, you can get away with minor criminal offences such as refusing to pay for food at a tavern or breaking down doors at a local shop.
So yes, and
in brackets, and stealing airships.
okay, so you've now been brought in for the trial with this round of applause. You can see Sofa bowing, encore every now and then being called out, and people go, shh, we've got to see the rest of the proceedings.
And I dance behind Sofa doing jazz wings.
And then you can see Calcrix in the background every now and then going,
Can you also do another one called the Defense of Guild?
but you didn't pay him, he got paid well for that one.
And Calcrix's defensive Eldritch dance. Jazz wings.
And then basically you pass the performance over to
He's
Calcrix to do the
gone.
final dance.
From hair all pretty out to a single braid. Does anyone see that there's possibly a transformation in character happening here?
And the
And
character's
it's
so much
not just
happier
any
now.
braid, but it's the single long braid like an elf maiden might have.
So can Calcrix give me the dance of defense?
Oh god.
11
11
plus.
performance. The sneeze in the background.
That was very
So-
loud sneeze from Guru.
Performance.
Yeah. If you don't have it, it's charisma.
14?
14 bonus.
Yes.
That would be plus 2 bonus.
It's 11 plus 3, right?
Okay, 11 plus 3, yes. Okay,
14.
so 14. Okay, so you see.
Unless I could do it with athletics instead, and I'd argue that some athletics is involved, and then which case it would be 16.
Sure, I'll give it to you for 16. If you, as you athletically do leaps and bounds across the thing,
Yes, I
that
will
has
do that.
absolutely
Just
this dragon just having fun as and we hear about it up beforehand. And here's the defense for Yodri. As this dragon is doing dancing, bouncing, rolling,
And while they're doing that,
dancing,
I'm just signing things to people.
and everyone's all paying attention to looking up at the dragon doing these really amazing acrobatic, athletic moves, and then signing stuff.
I also tell them that I love Yodri, and that Yodri would I need him in my life. otherwise I'll be very
Yeah.
sad. And that means I pray to my great dragon.
Okay.
And he might come visit me again.
What, on
He's
stage?
been once before.
Okay.
She might.
Yes, I'm singing. In Gnomish.
I might be a crazy elf, and I'm not going to sing my god on the stage. That's just insanity.
I'm not singing to my god. I said that's what I did last time I was sad and my god helped.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm 5. My understanding of the world is that I sung to my god and he helped me and he gave me coffee and I
Yeah.
told
He's
him
a
all the
good
stuff
guy.
and then I've prayed to him every single night since then to show him my appreciation
Yeah.
and thanks.
I like that.
Okay.
Pray to my god, he gave me coffee. No mention about changing your friend back to an elf or being given a potion. Now he gave me coffee. That's it.
That was the important part.
I am 5. And that's perfect. Would you like me to play as an adult?
No, it's all good.
Because if we did that, things could be quite different here.
No, but playing the 5-year-old dragon is just great.
It's
Okay.
kind of
Yeah,
like when you
because the
find that
adult will
secret
probably go,
compartment
yep.
and you know you shouldn't
Burn
open it,
or-
but you have to.
Well, you need to chill down, so pass the cone of cold on you.
I don't think that would affect them, but anyway.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
So
it'll
it's
affect,
also
it'll affect,
chilling.
it'll affect everybody else.
No, he's joking.
I just cuddle my polar bear.
I cuddle my polar bear too. Where is your polar bear now that you got your polar bear
Excuse
back?
me, my polar bear.
Where is your polar bear back now that you got your polar bear
No,
back?
no, we're going to sort this out first. My polar bear.
I said your polar bear.
No, I heard you say my polar bear.
I think you have
Where
to equal.
is your polar bear now that your polar bear is back?
I heard him next to me.
Not riding on your head.
He doesn't ride on my head, I ride on him.
He rides on your head. A lot of trouble was acquired to ensure that you could have your polar bear with you
Oh,
at
right.
all times during game.
This polar bear, right.
Yeah, I'd like to see the bottoms tied up, please.
Fine.
Include the plait.
Include that.
No, it's easy. You don't have to tie it up.
That's okay.
Right.
All there with.
I don't really want to take a photo now because it's going to make me laugh.
I don't care.
People are
Make a
it's
picture.
like your M-Drac inside a sofa and sofa inside of M-Drac.
Close up.
Close up.
We have
I
the
love it.
technology.
That is the point. You've got parts of Mdrac now in sofa and parts of sofa now in
Could you make a less cheesy pose?
What pose are you expecting?
I don't know, something more
Heroic.
sofa-ish.
Okay, hang on.
Oh.
Did
Perfect.
you give it a wish still?
Suck! I was doing the Zoolander pose.
So what's
Struck a
wish still?
pose. You got it. It's awesome. Oh my god, it's perfect. It's absolutely phenomenal.
So I should use
I
that as
believe
the
it's
intro,
now being posted to the group wall.
I'm posting it to you.
To Martin.
I'll post it to Martin as well.
And Josh, while he's working.
Oh yeah.
And he's driving.
Not anymore.
There we go.
Hi Josh, we didn't kill you, but we managed to make Stefan dress up as bear.
Okay, so after the dragon's dance defense, you're now brought before the council and the city, who's all watching on, because apparently their courtroom is their main entertainment.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's understandable. Albert was on the ship. Yeah.
As someone spends the next 3 hours reciting
Ah.
the laws,
3 hours reciting the what?
the gnomish laws around what Yodrup had broken as part of his job.
Wonder waffles.
Yeah, I bet you the gnome with the cattle prop
Oh,
really happy about that. Wake up!
There's a gnome with a kettle prop?
Well, this is boring, so I'm going to end up falling asleep.
Well, why would there be a gnome with a kettle prop?
Well, no,
Sounds
if you sleep, you
very
just add to
sweet.
the charges.
I poke him.
There's no counterpart, there's a dragon.
There's a dragon. You need to pay attention to this, otherwise there's more charges.
So this is your worst nightmare.
I keep poking. And I keep telling
Yes,
you that I
because I'm
love you.
sober.
I tell you there'll be lots of alcohol after this is over.
Okay, so
I'll
they
go
asked.
somewhere and get you so stonkingly drunk.
Not only do you have the dragon, but there's also prestidigitation where you can do a harmless effect,
Like a
like a
spark?
spark or a puff of wind. So it's just like puff of wind.
So after going through all the hours of annoyances to keep you awake, you're asked, how do you plead?
Guilty?
To my god.
Apologetically.
Apologetically, I threw myself to the mercy of your court, or the
Okay.
people, and hopefully the entertainment.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Oh, for Christ's sake, please roll well.
Can that be persuasion?
Diplomacy. Because you're asking them, you're not persuading them.
Actually, I don't think there is. I think that's actually persuasion.
I think there is a.
No, the deception, which I'm not doing. I think is actually persuasion, which I am good at.
Yeah, I think you might be right actually.
I believe you are, it is persuasion.
Yeah, I think it is.
Persuasion roll.
I think Pathfinder's one that has
It's the old, what
Okay,
persuasion used to
that's
be.
a 19 or up. Rather 14.
Okay. So they say that they'll listen to your guilty plea. They're glad you pleaded guilty. And they will deliberate for the next day and get back to you. Until then, we have...
Can any of us make statements in support of...
You did. We enjoyed your statement. It was fantastic.
So they will consider this as well?
They'll consider your dancing as more appropriate than his speech.
Would they like some coffee while they're debating?
What was that?
Would they like some coffee while they're debating?
We
I
have
have
some
a
coffee.
Brindle Waffle. Brindle Waffle makes some very exotic coffees from your original homelands, which you might appreciate.
Sure. He may come.
I
As may that fancy elf in the dress.
I offer Brindle Waffle services and make sure that Brindle Waffle is happy.
If I remember correctly, that coffee's awfully addictive.
yes, because it's made by the
But the other thing is, this is being awfully quick for a day.
Oh, if you had pleaded not guilty, then I'd have to deliberate more.
But only an idiot would say not.
In this circumstance, yeah.
Yes.
But there are idiots like that out there, so they're probably very pleased that you're not one of them.
But a day passes rather quickly.
Plus, I wouldn't get the renown for it either.
So apparently they had come to a rather quick sentence.
That's not good.
Having dealt with the ministrations of one fantastic vocalist, the brewmastery of a particular gnome who shall be spoken of in honor for the next few years.
Holy shit.
Who?
The brewmaster.
Well, Brewmaster's worked hard.
Well, they really like this coffee. So,
He's worked hard to get his coffee.
so they're going to release the halfling into the elf scare. Carrying out a sentence of no alcohol for the rest of his natural life. Or until he has made reparations to the gnomish community of 150 days of service.
Is there any sort of quest or adventure we could go on for these guys?
What does that translate into more of a monetary?
No, it's not money at all. They want you to actually serve whatever the service is, be it sweep cleaning, dun cleaning, wall washing, but whatever the community asks of you.
So you can never drink in your life or do 150 days of.
But the thing is, if they don't have any work for them, that doesn't count. They have to have work for them.
Out of curiosity.
That's annoying because you've got bloody automatons that don't do
They do.
everything. So it means that I would actually be here indefinitely.
Does this, just out of curiosity,
Well, on the plus side, I'd be drunk.
No, you can't drink until after you've done that 150 hours. You don't get, it's not either or, it's for the rest of your life,
Hours
or
or
until
days
you've
did
done
you
that.
say?
150 days. 150 days community service.
Which I think converts to maybe 8 hours a day times 150.
Well, they don't count sleep.
So 24 hours
Yeah.
a day times 150. That's a lot of hours.
You're technically replacing automation for that time so they can rest, or be repaired, or doing whatever they can do.
Yeah, so somebody made a ring of intoxication.
I have a goblet.
No, that's
So they ask if you accept the sentence, or would you prefer to take it to a higher court?
Would he be
we already are at the higher court.
Oh no, they do have a higher court.
What?
They send you to their guide.
Just have a question. Would his work with us to help the world out in general also be considered for the gnomish good, since the gnomish good would also be aided by our efforts to save the world?
Only if a gnomish elder signs off on it.
Could that be proffered as a possibility of his way of serving his service? Because we desperately need him to help us with this world crisis.
So no, he can go with you. That's what the thing was. He just won't be able to drink.
Would it be Jeffrey?
No, the gnome doesn't go with you. The halfling goes with you. He's in the service of the elf.
Right,
The elf with the beautiful voice.
right.
And he just can't drink for the rest of his natural life, or until he's done 150 days serving gnomish communities.
Okay, so
So-
at what point is our quest work considered assisting? Like every time we get rid of a monster that could hurt the gnomish community?
You have to convince the gnomish elder
Each time?
each time.
Okay, but if he said did 20 hours doing that, he could lose a day off that 150
He
days?
says it's completely in the hands of the gnomish elder.
Okay. Would the gnomish elder be open to such a
He's not the elder.
Should
He's the
we
judge.
ask the gnomish elder?
He hasn't done anything for him right now. He's just. He hasn't even accepted.
Oh, so he has to do something first and hand.
Well, you've got a choice of either I'll be stuck here until forever, or...
Well, they send him on to their god to discuss it with them.
Yeah, which... I don't like talking to other gods.
Tell me about it.
You didn't even have to talk to
You
the
didn't
last
have to
one.
talk to the last
No,
one.
you've got the other end of the stick. trust me.
Well, I see.
Oh, 4 sticks. No, 5 now.
So what is Yodri gonna do?
Well, the fact that I haven't actually been able to have a decent drink for...
Like a year.
No, it's more than
Sweep
that.
down like finally and say, yep, okay, now I.
No, the only time I was able to have a drink is when we were in the Isle of Dread. That's why I wanted to stay there.
It was alcohol. So, does Yodri agree, or do you want to take it up with a higher power?
No, because my higher power would say, suck it up anyway.
So, was that a no? You
No, give me room to get off.
want a higher power, or
No. Well,
you're happy with the current
let's see,
ruling?
You can't get off on them and they will, but if I flip
Well, it wouldn't be your god.
No. And then going to the gnomish god, which is basically everything.
There's also the dwarvish god.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's supposed to extract more and order by monster chaotic. So it's
So,
yeah, no.
what have we
I'm not going to
decided?
go take it to a higher because I know what the outcome will be.
So you
It
accept
has to do 150 hours worth of.
Well, it's either or. So it's either whichever
Well,
comes first.
it's both, and the sentence only ends once one of them has been entitled.
But the more likelihood is that you will never drink again.
And the alcohol one is not set at the rest of his life. It's basically set at least 100 years. So even if he's brought back, he still can't drink alcohol.
Will be brought back on the action on the ship with the rest of the family.
as a service to the gnomish community, or not drink for the next 100 years.
Yep.
That goes, well, that's going to really keep my thought. Once I start drinking, it's hard for me to stop.
You haven't-
And as you accept this thing, you find that you have been cursed.
Restoration. Does that work almost?
Then you see basically a curse appear on your arm.
We might need that a lot. But
You've seen these
more
curses
for
before.
the halflings.
So, what is the outcome of the curse?
Alcohol does not affect you.
Doesn't affect me?
You cannot be you cannot enjoy, or it basically turns any alcohol that you drink into water.
Okay, so it's like the cup.
Yeah, it's like
So, on the flip side, I could do this in a drinking contest.
You could, but it would be obvious very quickly what's happening.
So, how bad does the symbol go?
Every time you have alcohol, you take pain. Even if it does get rid of the alcohol, you'll be potentially taking alcohol.
Okay, I'm not a masochist, so...
It's a curse, not a blessing.
So, yeah, so I'm not a masochist. Yeah, because that idea of we can...
Wait, you can still go into drinking contest as long as you're like, yes, this is so good, this is so good.
So basically,
You got so
I
for that.
won't pass out due
Just
to
have
intoxication.
right?
I'll pass out due to pain.
Very
So how
similar.
long does it take to
So-
fill out this paperwork before we can leave?
Well, you accept the curse, you're free to go.
And they said they'd take us wherever we want to go afterwards.
Where do you want to go?
Where are we going?
That's a good question. We could probably at this point go back to Bladry City and just be like, look, this massive misunderstanding. Promise we didn't do anything bad.
Well, we could do it at the moment due to the fact that we don't have a flaming paladin with us.
Yeah, that you see, she's sleeping.
Who do we actually need to hand the glowing seeds to?
Well, you were going to hand it to the
Two
people
glowing
at the
seeds.
winery.
Yeah, but they're kind of all dead.
Yeah,
I've
they are.
gone.
So-
The thought is either giving them to my uncle or taking them to the city of Galandry to throw school magic and saying, you have these.
I'm sure it'll be
People
fine
dead.
unless I
We've got magic
Actually,
seeds.
no,
start.
would it be
Well,
probably better?
we know what they
Having
were
other
being
songs.
used for, so we can say
Well, we know what one lot was used for. We
they
don't
got
know what they-
stolen, we got tasked with finding them. We found two, we know where the third one is, but we kind of
Well,
almost died.
going off what we know of her, nobody has successfully.
Well,
they lived
actually,
to tell the tale of going inside the house and coming back out again.
the problem is we also know that the Prince of Moldavia is on good terms with the witch. So pissing her off
Yeah.
to get the seed out of her automated house is probably not a good idea
Which
right
is
now.
not about home.
There are princes who dislike each other, so we
Yeah,
can
but
just
the
get
thing-
one of the other princes to go, hey, you want to piss on this prince? Come get this with us.
But the thing is, we were doing it for Moldavia anyway. Because wasn't this township in
How did
Moldavia?
this
What the winery was
Yeah.
in Moldavia, yes.
Yeah. So basically,
Okay, so you're
So-
up against the quest to find the seeds.
well, we
To
actually
find out
found.
what was happening
At
at
the
the
winery.
winery.
Well,
You
we're
wanna-
not-
you
So
wanna-
technically we found that out, so should we not go back to your uncle and report?
And then the
Let's
uncle.
do that.
Then the uncle could give the seeds to the magic if he wants to get even more influential. Because I reckon they would have some influence with the guy. Look what I did.
I say go find the uncle and
The seeds are also a good bargaining chip for us to come back into the city and like, look, we did this ruse because the elf wanted time off.
But
and-
But the other thing is, would your uncle? The thing is, you'll be upstating your uncle. Did you really want to upstate your uncle?
How was that upsetting my uncle? I'm pretty sure he's one of the princes.
Well, the other thing is,
If
is it your female version or your male version that's doing it?
What difference does it make?
Isn't the male version wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah, well I have
Here's the poster.
with my Solus. Solus will probably help you with that.
Grand treason, I think it is? High treason, high treason.
Yeah.
What
you-
manner?
Destined to kill the prince.
Practicing religious beliefs in one of the cities.
That too.
Illegal religious beliefs.
Yeah.
This sounds confusing.
Hanging around with a paladin, of course, and you.
It kind of makes more sense. So we should go to the uncle, right?
Yeah. Because he wasn't at the Paul David house. I presume he's in Galantry City.
Yeah. We could also tell the story of Sofa and the disguise and. Yep.
No, well, there's probably already rumours that you're doing the tour of the gnomes.
Well, I hope not. That means I can.
It can be hired for tours.
Yeah, but the main thing is I can start working on my new album and release it later.
But the fact is
It's a
that
secret
if he
reveal.
does do. Are you. He, she, or are they?
Technically, Sophie's androgynous, but looks like she.
So would you prefer he, she, they, or something else?
She's fine.
She. Okay.
Well,
So
in theory,
if she
elves are
starts
shitty.
touring and we have to do more investigating for Reggie or for your uncle, it would be great, guys, to do it under our tour group with her.
Get the band back together.
Get the band back together.
Alright.
So that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I say, unless anyone else has any objections, go back to Galantry City for now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Find uncle and report.
So we're going to find that.
But I can't be the drunken groupie anymore.
You weren't the drunk groupie to begin with because you couldn't drink because everyone thought you were a kid.
Did get some wine, man.
Yeah, that's because you nicked it out of my uncle's cellar, but that's
No. We will give him wine.
When?
When we liberated the township before they got screwed over by the druids.
There was that, you got wine there. And then the druids came back.
Yeah.
I don't just have to settle for the grape juice.
So we're travelling back to Blanchard.
I think that might be a good point to stop is you travel back to Galantry.
Sounds good.
They have no problems flying you there. They've been to the Great School recently, yeah. They totally didn't run into it.
Tucking my dragon. My dragon is now.
Hang on. When they brought us there or before?
No, they did mention it as they walked out.
It's like more magic. Yeah.
No, well, it's part of the gnomish landing. If you can
So-
walk away from it, it's all classed as a landing.
Do we spend more days in the gnomish place? Well,
You can spend some time in the next place you could like.
could we perhaps spend?
Yeah, I will, because I need to learn gnomish.
I need to spend 5 more days at a minimum.
And you can spend a little extra so our Yodrick can learn Gnomish.
Okay, so
Considering he might have to leave for himself at some point.
And I probably
Learn some
And try to see if I can work out any
so how long will we
work
spend
around
in
this,
there
trying to
again?
work out how to get public service.
So would we be spending
I'll give you 20 more days.
20 more days?
And
Spend
that
20
way
days.
the vessel's ready to go and they're happy to fly that.
Prepared. Yeah.
So Yodri learns Gnomish.
And a little bit of the
definitely finish
legal system.
learning Celestial by then.
Just a second. Plus legal system, legalese. Zal learns.
14 days?
No, Zal
40.
teaches.
Celestial and learns Gnomish.
I have enough days to learn.
Calcrix.
In
Because I've already spent 9 days, so you only need to spend 5 of your 20 teaching me Celestial. And then
So
we've
technically
got,
15 days?
then yeah. And you only need 14.
use your whole day.
Zal teaches Calcrix
Shopping spree.
Celestial.
You can buy as much jerky as you like.
I need a new plant. I would like a coffee plant.
Like a coffee plant. We can go searching the city for a coffee plant. This is probably the place to do
Particularly
it.
after a very unique kind that looks a bit like a Venus flytrap, but it actually has coffee beans.
You're on the wrong island for that.
Anyway.
You go back to where the cats are.
So Calcrix learns Celestial. And Zal learns gnome. Does Sofa learn anything?
I was just gonna
You're gonna add gnome
Make
to
songs.
your.
yeah, well, play for the public and earn some money.
You don't want to learn.
Yeah, I'll give you 4 rolls to see how well you do over the 4 rolls. You can have advantage for those rolls because they all like you anyway.
Yeah, you should learn Gnomish so you can sing the songs in Gnome.
They don't care, they all sing along anyway.
So the first one is 16.
So that's a popular tune.
Okay.
It's one of those songs that talk about how far you can throw things off the mountainside to see if it will make it all the way down.
Then 15.
Another one about flying and spinning around.
Learning to fly, yeah.
You spin me right round.
Then 18.
Actually, that was a major hit that everyone just wants you to keep singing.
Okay.
So is he getting birds and that appearing?
It's one of those you get me high songs.
And then 19.
I've got. Sofa learns a song 16 throwing things down mountain. There's a 15 song which was
You spin me around.
you spin me around.
Oh, you have to write these down, are you? Okay.
Well, she's going to report on it later.
Fair enough.
And
She
then
has to tell it
you
what's
did an
happening.
18 song.
You get me high.
You get me
I
high.
thought that was the 19th song.
Yeah.
And learning to fly.
No, I learned to fly by getting high.
And
Yeah,
then
I
there
was-
was a 19 song.
We didn't actually name the 19 one. Does Super have a name for the 19 song?
Get me off this mountain.
Get me off this mountain.
As basically nearly every gnome volunteers. Beat me! No me! No me! No me!
The lemmings.
And you don't learn any languages during that time?
They're so busy making
Or
stuff.
advanced any languages? Okay.
And you've got a backup band of gnomes following you around everywhere.
Okay.
I gather Kandri and Shola.
Currently occupied by
Will we call ourselves landed at Lantry for next session?
we should be. I'm not figure out exactly how long.
That sounds good.
Okay. 2.
Yeah, she should be returning at the close to the end of summer.
Not that it really makes that much difference.
Do I
in the
have my
Lantern.
birthday or have I missed it entirely?
You probably have had your birthday during this time, so
Yeah.
your character did something for your birthday. Well, then no, I'm waiting for you at the tower.
Maybe.
The last place you told me where you were.
Report to M's uncle and Adrian.
I don't know what month is it?
You were in the at the start of the session. You were in the
44th session.
5th month.
Okay, cool.
5th month?
Yeah.
A few months past since then.
Sorry, you were the 6th month.
Okay. 6 months. Alright. The next game is on the 14th-ish?
Next one is on the 13th.
I said ish.
Yeah, close enough.
Because I don't have my phone handy. And I can't look up what the date of 2 Fridays from now is.
It is indeed Friday the 13th.
Ooh!
It is Friday the 13th. So, I should make it particularly spooky.
Yep.
So,
Depends on what your version of spooky might mean. He might just take all the coffee out of the house. That'd scare the shit out of me.
You are
You play by candlelight. I
You're-
can't see what I've got all my stats. Well, that's not my problem.
luckily I have a backlit iPad for that.
And then the power runs out.
Well,
See,
you're
now
own little entry, so.
She's got her own little.
Yeah,
It's all-
it's my power pack
As
that
well.
she does. Which it wasn't before. So I'm now currently stealing your electricity.
Are you-
Blah.
You got it on there?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
wait a
it.
minute, Jasmine.
I sent it to Aaron and then I sent it to the mix chat I have with Aaron and Mark.
Oh, right.
But I can send it to the main group if you like.
I don't care if you want. But, no, for some reason I thought you sent it to the main group, so I was like, oh, okay.
No.
So, any last words before I put it on the end credits?
Whoops.
Whoops, you did it again.
Yay for Dragon Gods!